All right, so you're streaming live now on YouTube. You can share that link. Go in there. It's Chaotic Radio Live is what you search for. It's under the name of your show with special guests already written on it.
Is this one on? Yeah, you know, be surprised. It's not my first rodeo. I kind of knew that.
Let me just turn it off and fuck you. That could be 3 weeks in a row. You're 2 for 2 with the leprechaun shit.
All right, guys, come on inside. We need to get your sound checked.
Put down the goddamn nachos, Steven.
And let me see. So we got 2 seats right here. Dutch is gonna get you. Dutch is gonna get someone on the couch.
That one's already live. All you got to do is turn the one on the board that says live, Zig. Unmute that. Turn it up. Send someone on the couch to check the mic out, and you should find it's good.
All right. Whoever wants to sit on the couch, you're gonna sit on the couch.
Put the ugliest one on the couch.
Stevie,
No,
you
it's
gotta
not
go
him.
back.
It's the other dude. It's the other dude. I can already hear
Okay,
his
so
live.
so you should those ears should be live. One of them.
Both of them.
Just-
All
just-
of them should. Either any of them.
Put any set you want. Just put it right on your head. This is if you're in the studio recording. So you should hear me now, yeah?
Yes, I can.
All right, very good. Now talk directly into that mic, up on it.
Check, check, check.
All right, very good.
The what?
Your couch.
Bazaars.
Casting
Oh,
couch.
Brazzers? Is that what it's called? Casting couch?
Okay, we're gonna go back from right to left. I want to make sure we get the names. Okay. And your bass player, right?
Guitar.
Guitar.
Click on live feed. Isn't it on the right corner there?
Live now, yes.
Yes. Oh.
Mel, M-E-L.
His fat head was in the way.
It's fat.
Just singer.
Yeah, there we are. Stevie.
Is somebody sitting on the white chair there? Can I sit on that one? Can I sit on the white
You
chair?
can if you want, yeah.
I feel like I'm like looking at everybody's back right here.
Now you know how a drummer feels.
Right? And drums. I knew that, dude. You kicked ass.
Thank you.
You're my fucking hero of the night.
Thank you.
All right, and in the back,
Ready, bass.
Or Fredward.
Ready, Freddie.
Or Fredward.
Freddie. Redward.
Oh,
You
so
need my last name too?
Fredophile. Fredophile works too.
All right, very
Bass
good.
player.
And of course, we got Danny. He'll be calling in about 7:15.
It's like, you know when they hide behind the stacks?
Yeah.
I was in such a bad mood after that show because I couldn't move because there was no room to move on that stage.
The Lord give it, the Lord
But the Malone show was awesome because I got to move around. It was
That
a big
one was
stage.
fun,
I
yeah.
got to move everywhere.
Okay, guys, on your cell phones, go ahead and just turn the ringer down. So,
Always.
How do I
Yeah.
get
I
this
never
chair from
respond.
reclining?
because even if it's on vibrator, it'll go brrr right through the mics,
Yeah.
and then we'll go up. There's a vibrator in the studio.
No.
Oh, that'd be Zig's.
Where's your beer?
Yeah, what happened to my beer? Is there a Bud Light Platinum sticking out of there somewhere? Awesome. Thank you very much.
Is it
Appreciate
supposed
that.
to be like that? It was right there?
How do I get this chair?
Oh,
to
no,
stop
bring it back
reclining?
up. I think it has to be like sideways.
Yeah, what you're gonna do is you're gonna twist
Copy
that thing.
mine.
You can
There's a little arrow on the front.
there's a
of it.
little twist it this way.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you'll speak
And
into
now-
it like
now
this.
Lean it that way, and then what you're gonna do is talk right on the side of the mic, where that yellow line is. Bring yourself, come up.
And get up
Okay.
all on that
You
shit.
gotta get up on it, on it,
Like an
Like-
ice cream cone.
like you're eating pussy, dude.
All right.
Oh, it's down.
Right? So give me a
Just
test.
don't
test.
smell it.
Okay, so you're a
how's your mic?
soft-spoken guy too, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
How's your mic, Zig?
turn you up. All right, mailman.
Where's my finger?
Oh yeah, I need my finger, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what my fingers are. What do
here.
you have my finger for?
Let me borrow that for a sec.
I don't think so.
Oh, fucking bastard.
That is my finger. This is the all-knowing, all-enticing hand. So, in case you piss me off during the show, you get a.
Oh my God. Can you hear it in the background?
Oh, I'll put it up next to the mic. I'll make sure we can hear it. So, it'll be 30 seconds all quiet. I'm going to mute the mic so we still can't talk. Okay? We'll take a break around 8 o'clock. Be about a 10-minute. So, do whatever we need to do. We come back in. We'll start rocking. When we are talking, we got to try and make sure that we keep it one person at a time. Because what happens is you get too many voices and it starts picking up and it gets very cluttered. Okay, guys? Those are pretty much the only rules. Only other rules, you have to have fucking fun. All right? I'm sure that's pretty easy for you guys to do.
No racial slurs.
You can fuck this is there's no FCC rules. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
It's usually Danny we got to worry about.
It depends. The racial slurs. It depends who they're aimed at.
They're not.
Right?
The cable's not long enough.
Can I use those headphones back there?
Whichever ones you want, man.
Yeah, you can if you want.
These ones don't like to they mess with my hat.
Sorry, we got divas here.
Oh, look at this guy. He's already making requests.
Wow. Aren't you just the drummer?
He's lucky he's the drummer.
Don't we do backtracks for you anyway? Just kidding.
Oh,
Zig, what instrument do you play?
I play the skin flute.
So you're not
Yes, he
offended
does.
when she says that about drummers?
No, not at all.
Bullshit. You just don't want to say it.
Being
Come
us
on,
being
fucking
drummers,
go-
we're used to being fucking talk shit too. But guess what? The band's only as good as a drummer.
Nah,
Shit, we
they-
suck.
Bullshit.
Exactly.
That's why they do acoustics without the fuckers.
Sometimes it's
Ready for
easier.
your teak?
Those are some of the worst.
You don't got to worry
albums
about
too.
bad hair days.
What's that?
Said
Want
that-
that teak?
I don't know if it's cool yet. Let me see. What do we got?
It's not gonna get much cooler.
Zig,
got
is
652.
the
I said yeah.
are you unmuted on the end one?
I'm like ready for this.
Oh,
Because
the
I'm-
FX. Yeah, there you go.
You're cruising on a motorcycle through another dimension.
Turn it
and
down a little
time. A dimension not only of beer and rock and roll, but of twisted
Oh, that's good.
minds and sexy women. A wild
TV. Watch out for the. You roll back.
Mel, stop talking.
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Sorry, Mel can't control herself sometimes.
I was warming up for the for singing.
Okay, we need to get the whose phone needs to be plugged in to.
Yeah.
Mine.
Okay, so
Is it this one or that one?
Is it this one? It's this one.
Take it out of this brutal case.
And then I just need you to start playing it, whatever song, so I can get it get the level set.
Yeah, that's not cool at all. That would have taken an hour.
Yeah. That's all right. I mean, after the first shot, it's
Yeah,
fun
it all
anyway.
tastes the same. The warmer, the quicker.
Okay,
The warmer it
you
is,
ready?
quicker it works.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh wait, want me to turn up the volume on my phone?
Yeah, turn the volume of the
Yeah.
phone. Because I can control the volume here.
Let me adjust the settings to where it stays all the way up.
I just want to make sure I got the
Put it on real
right settings.
3D.
You're good to go.
Adapt sound, smart volume. I don't know how to do that. Oh, don't do smart volume. Okay. Just turn it all the way up because he can adjust it there. I don't know what. Somebody's phone's ringing.
So
It's not mine.
Yeah, I heard a phone.
Dutchie, do you have a phone back there?
no,
yeah,
I
but
can
it,
hear their
doesn't, it
music.
never rings. No one loves me.
Yeah.
Sound
Sound alive. Did somebody leave a phone somewhere? Because that was like the second time I heard it ring.
I don't know. It's one of those gay ringtones. So
I know.
Yeah, I have the T-Mobile ringtone, so
It's
that's
like,
not me.
you can change the ringtone.
I have the OG one.
All we know is if it goes ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, it's gonna be Scott's phone.
oh, right. It's fucking smart.
Hey, so what about the 23rd? What's going on?
23rd. Okay.
That's this
well,
Saturday.
remind me.
Resonate. We're going to do the chaotic at whiskey.
Fuck. I've got a show with fucking a Black Label Society tribute.
Oh, okay.
I've got to learn fucking 10 songs in fucking like
I
how many
should be
days?
around this weekend. As long as they don't ship me off to Vietnam, like right now. I haven't checked my email, so I don't know if they like booked a flight.
Yeah, because I want to get that squared away. Because Oscar's driving.
I can barely see it right now.
Yeah, I'll let you know if it falls through, but so far they're just like
So
bugging me
I can push
to do it.
pause
If
now,
my
right?
vision
Yeah.
is
blurry, does
Yeah,
that
well,
mean I should, like,
it's
smoke
Johnny
more
Blade
pot?
is guitar player. It's like really good and really up there. So
I can
he's the
stop
one that got me
song,
on the
right?
Randy Rhoads show last year. He's getting on this year again too.
Yeah, your girl was doing the live thing on Friday. I see that. But I was
No,
getting.
she did it Sunday, yesterday at Cook's.
No. It was Friday because I was going to bed.
Friday, what the fuck? Oh yeah. Oh, at the casino.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was getting up at 3 o'clock. I didn't go to the track. So
Yeah, that was a fun show too.
Hey, is
Yeah.
someone gonna post that we're about to go live?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Somebody should post that we're about to go live.
You should be that.
You could?
I'm plugged into the phone. That's my job.
Zig Zone post?
yeah, that's
Mel's more
that's
popular
his,
than I
yeah.
am.
Don't change
I
his
posted
shit.
already on mine.
Did he do
You
a Zig
posted on
Zone
the bad
post?
one.
Yeah, he
I
did.
haven't been on
Again.
Facebook.
No, not yet. Well, I did the post
Well,
for,
he-
for the
Hey,
band.
I
Yeah.
can turn this. I can turn this
Drake.
off though now, right?
Huh?
I can turn this.
Yeah,
off.
you can turn that
You're gonna
off.
do
Yeah,
that,
we're good
yeah.
to go. So you can just set it to where it's beginning, and then
when-
whatever
doing this,
song you
Jay?
want to start, all I'm going to say is, okay,
Oh, sorry,
Stevie,
I was-
what are you playing?
Oh, where are you?
And then you'll say the song and
I'm good for
the name.
Saturday.
How far are we going?
It's always nice to have
the line?
like,
That's
okay,
what
and
I
this
figured.
song is about, you know, and we give it a little bit of feel, you know what I mean? So like, oh, this is blah blah blah, and then rock it
I'm
out.
just gonna film
That-
it.
You
that's
know.
all
One
her.
more shot class. Are all y'all having
Okay.
I'll take a shot.
I'm taking a shot for sure.
All y'all?
I'll gladly take a shot.
No.
No.
Don't threaten me with a
Okay,
good
Okay,
time.
no shot class.
Come on.
I can take his.
Oh, we got 6 glasses right here. I was just thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's another one out there, you guys.
I'll wait for
Well,
round
one
two.
of these you have to share a glass.
No, he's
Plastic
talking
bottle
about
sucks a dick.
Huh?
By the way.
one.
Oh my god. No, you
Oh
have
no?
one?
Okay, well then you're good to go.
No, you haven't.
I'm
shot?
good. I'm good.
But I'll take the light blue one.
Will ya?
All right, I'll take the
Why?
pink one.
I'll take the green.
Drake. What?
We should have this.
Red or purple, Freddie?
I just read it myself.
Purple.
You know you like red.
That's true. Why didn't I think that?
Here, Paul.
I was waiting for a pink one.
You have a purple one.
Oh, Zig, did you hear me? I didn't see any email back, so I think I'm good for Saturday.
Oh, it's
Okay,
silver.
okay.
I doubt
We
they're
got
gonna
one
book
more.
anything that quick anyway.
Drake.
Need my squirt.
Where'd Drake go? There he is.
See, I have no Wi-Fi.
There's
Oh, I saw that poster you
do you have
riding,
any
dude.
Wi-Fi info
That was
for
pretty
her?
badass.
Yeah, if you want to get Wi-Fi, the code is chaotic 2016.
Okay, KO 2016.
Chaotic.
But it's 2017
Okay.
now.
Well, you can put 27, then you won't have any fucking Wi-Fi.
Fucking A.
That's why he's just a drummer.
Yep.
Exactly. Now I got a good point, and that's why Zig's where he is.
Right?
Wi-Fi settings.
Okay, guys, we're going to do a post. We're going to turn around. We got our glasses. We're all good to go.
No glasses. We're all
Or
fancy
shots.
this time.
We're fancy. All right.
Hold on a second.
Oh,
Get a little
Jesus
closer.
Christ.
Fuckers don't want to go on. 3, 2, 1.
What's up, guys? It's a Maniac Monday. In-house, we have Black Attire. Black Attire Eulogy. That is such a fucking tongue twister, man. I get it
Bullshit,
fucked up
it's
every
easy.
single time.
It's you.
Fuck off! Black Attire Eulogy, man. They kicked some fucking ass at MTL, man. We seen them last month. I'm telling you, they destroyed the place, man. The roof fell in. The shingles were coming down. So anyways, we're going to be kicking some ass tonight. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And the Zig Zone's going to be starting in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and put, let me see. Step one more.
Round two.
Yeah, like the first one didn't take. I think we need to retrain.
I think you're right.
I don't think you got the picture
You're
either.
cruising on a motorcycle to another dimension and time. A dimension not only of beer and rock and roll, but of twisted minds and sexy women. A wild journey, a crazy imagination that has no boundaries. There's a warning, a sign up ahead. Your next stop.
All right, we are back on another Maniac Monday of the Zig Zone. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Football season starting. Of course, you know my Cowboys won last weekend. Of course, they choked yesterday. The hell was up with that, dude? Against the Broncos, dude. They like put us in check.
He's a Bronco fan.
Are you a Bronco fan?
Yeah, I'm
Get the
sorry
fuck
about
out of my studio. Fuck this guy.
Damn, I should have worn my Cowboys hat tonight then.
Right? So, you know, I had a good weekend. Everybody else have a good weekend?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Pretty good.
I'll tell you what. I bet I got you guys topped off on a killer weekend. Me and my boys on Saturday, we went to a track experience. We went on Streets of Willow Springs Raceway, the fastest track in the West. And it was my boys' first time on the track. And they have tiers. There's a level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now, the level 3 is like, those are like the racer guys. These guys are the racers. Level 2 is the guys that are like, getting to that point or just really, really good on the track. They love track day. Trust me, it's an addiction. And they go quite often. And so we're in the level 1 because, my boys, it's their first time. So we did a little classroom deal. So my boys can get a chance to see what it's like on the track, get some instruction. I've been a motorcycle safety instructor for 17 years, but that's different. It's not the same as, instructing people that ride on the track. Track's totally different. A lot faster. And so, Jen, I'm going to give props and shout out to Jen. Really good instructor. She really, broke everything down. There was about 11 people in our level 1 class. I needed to do it because for my recertification for my motorcycle training, and it was just completely awesome. And the boys, by the time they went to their 4th session, they were passing level 2 guys. I mean, just making guys just boo-boo lipped. I mean, they were passing guys like fucking just disgustingly badass. I'm like going, those are my boys right there. I had guys coming in, coming in the track and like going, hey man, are those your boys? Yep, they are. Fuck, they're badass. And these guys are like in their 20s and 30s and been doing on the track, and these guys, my boys get out there for the first fucking time, dude, and they're just like ripping it. Did you guys see the video I posted on Facebook with them
badass.
Going in the corners?
Yeah.
What kind of cars?
Yeah, but he's been fucking racing
cars
or race cars. Or what was it?
cars.
Motorcycles? Or motorcycles?
He's proud of his son going to the corner, but if his daughter went to the corner, I'm just saying, there's a double standard right here.
All right, Freddie, you're fucking fired, dude.
You're saying racing?
At some point, he didn't hear I'm a motorcycle safety instructor.
No, I heard that
years.
because I wanted to ask a question about motorcycles.
See, that's why you're sitting in back, Fred.
That's why he's just the bass
That's
player.
why I'm just a bass player.
That's why you're sitting in back.
Hit mute for his
I was looking at the tequila shots. That's why I was in.
This fucking guy. See, the tequila shot already hit him.
You should see him on a date. That's great.
Right, he's got the blue.
Nice pups.
I got the blue.
The blue. That was
Who had the green?
I did.
I had the red.
You got to be careful now with the hepatitis B outbreak in San Diego.
Who's yellow?
I've had shots.
16
Who's
deaths.
I was pink, so who's yellow?
I took red.
Oh,
Yeah, the first one wasn't enough, so we got to do another
Which one's
one.
yours?
This
get it
one's
right, dude.
What the fuck? Why we got to keep track of these? It's all tequila.
Well, I don't know, man. They might be like my girl Otsko, dudes. I cannot if we'll be in the truck and I'm like dying of thirst, and I'll be like going. I take her bottle of water. Oh no, she can't. She won't let me take a sip off her bottle. She swaps spit with me and does a lot of other things, but she won't let me fucking drink off her water bottle.
Fucking backwash or
sacred.
something.
What the hell, dude? I'm like, for reals?
That's because you're Mexican.
So I don't know. Maybe they might be the same thing. You
Put some
know?
beans in there or something.
Well, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Go ahead, you reach over there. Here we go. So if you guys want to call in, it's 909-360-8330. We're also live streaming on YouTube. Go to Chaotic Radio live now, and you can chime in. You can chat in, give us a question if you guys are too shy to call in. So that was my weekend. Had a blast. My body is like completely sore. It's different from doing 200 miles in the canyons and then doing 200 miles on the track. I'm telling you, it really beats you up. So my legs, my hips, my abs, and my back of my neck is like completely freaking just fried. Anyways, in the house tonight, we've got Black Attire Eulogy.
Hey, you got it right.
I got it right that time. Right? Thank you very much.
You needed a shot or two.
I did. The shot helped. We've got Scott McLaughlin in the house. Day Zero, Mr. Crowley, of course, the Great White Vagina. And, of course, back in the back, we've got the man, the myth, the Dutchie, the punk DJ, engineering. What's up, D?
Hey, that reminds me, when you get a phone call, I can't answer them. I just throw them straight at you.
All right,
I'm not an
engineer.
engineer. I'm back here drinking. I'm just enjoying you fuckers. I can't put someone on hold. I can't get their names. It's like, there's a fucking phone call.
If it's Danny Guzman will be calling in here about shortly. He should be calling about 7:15. He's a guitar player. He's back in Florida, so long distance relationship with you guys. Anyways, we'll start from my right. We'll start working way left. Your name and what part are you in the band?
My name is Paul, and I play guitar.
Mel, the brain.
The brain and the vocals.
You know, the beauty.
I'm Stevie. I play the drums.
Come on up, Stevie. Don't be afraid of them. I know you're a drummer, dude.
All
You
right.
don't have a mic in front of you.
No, I'm Stevie. I play the drums.
There we go.
That's
Excellent.
all.
And I
Just
am
the drums.
Freddie
He's
Patron, and
fine.
I play the bass.
All right, very good. You know what?
That last name, though.
His last name actually is Patron.
Patron. I like Patron. That is some good shit right there.
Sometimes you get some free shots. Not all the time.
See, you would have thought, that Freddie would have brought in some Patron.
Yeah, that's kind of rude, actually.
The funny thing is that I'm a whiskey guy.
Disrespectful.
I don't know. It's
A
kinda-
whiskey
it
guy,
sucks.
really? What kind of whiskey?
Jim Beam. I'm a
Oh
bourbon guy.
my God!
Christ.
Holy
Always Jim
shit!
Beam. Evan
likes
Williams.
headaches.
Evan Williams, Jim Beam.
Williams.
Jim
Williams, but I'm broke.
Beam,
There's countless Evan Williams bottles around his house.
dude. I only had one Jim Beam night. That was it, and that's all it took. I'll never drink that shit again, dude. Even the smell of it did get that regurgitating.
Yeah,
breath going
I
on.
threw up as soon as I drank it.
Well, do you
last
like Jack? Or do you just prefer
Nope,
that?
can't
Just
do
don't like
Jack
whiskey?
either. I had one too many of those nights.
Bullet.
I'm not a whiskey guy. I'm a vodka guy. You know, I like the Kettle One, and I like the Svedka vodka.
I got a flask.
Speeding.
I got a flask with some Grey Goose.
Fancy vodka.
Grey Goose is pretty good.
let me know.
And of course, tequila. I love tequila.
See, I like to consider myself a pirate, so I stick with rum all the time.
Oh my god.
Hey, you got the captain stance, right?
No.
No?
I got the sailor stance.
Yeah, that's the one I told you about.
That's what. Pull that closer to you, Steve. There you go. You're a fellow drummer.
Is this
Dude,
good?
let me put it to you this way, Steve. You have 3 drummers with you, so right now it's a drummer's night. Okay?
Yeah.
The drummers outnumber anybody else.
I gotta go. Thought this was singer night. Singer
But-
mingle.
This is revenge for you showing up with a microphone.
me and Vijay went to.
We do have another vagina here, so.
Me and Vijay went with a couple other buddies. Went to Catalina for a weekend just recently, and I'm like, okay, well, I was gonna get some Captain Morgan. He's like, going, no, get the what is it again?
Sailor Jerry.
Sailor Jerry.
And we drank the whole thing.
I'm like, fuck it, I'll do that. You know what I mean? Oh my god. So being a rum guy, have you ever tried rum in ginger ale?
No.
When you had an upset stomach.
I'm not a big fan of ginger ale, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you drink it straight, obviously it's ginger ale, but you just try it.
It sounds good.
I'm telling you,
yeah.
dude, it's bomb ass. That's a weird drink. Get all fucked up. We had the neighbor tenants all pissed off because we're sitting there talking about pussy and different angles and positions, and we take off for the day. We come back like around 2:00 in the afternoon. There's a note on our door. Could you please not
Talk about pussy.
What is
Every guy was sharing a story about when they had anal sex with their girl.
Oh, that's what.
And it was bad.
Sounds like my weekend.
Was it a guy?
We're trying to have a nice weekend without you guys being vile and rude and blah blah blah. We're like going, okay, now we have to figure out who the fuck this person is. So now we sat outside, we're all fucking drinking and getting fucking hammered. Every time we pin, hey, what's up? Do you leave notes on the people's door? No, it wasn't
Everybody
me.
thought it was the lesbians across the way.
We did, and no, it
It was
wasn't.
like a group of kids. And
No,
it
they'd
was
actually
them.
be listening in real close.
Right?
They probably have a couple one-uppers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let us show you how. Let me show you my strap on.
Let's show you Big Daddy. Just kidding.
Oh, you got a name for it.
So we went and so we seen you guys at MTL last month, and kick-ass show. I mean, it was the first time seeing you guys live. Danny had sent me, your guys' stuff, and I was instantly impressed. And actually he sent me your guys' stuff while you were still recording. He sent me stuff while you guys were still in the studio.
God damn it,
Oh, you
Danny.
just ratted
I
him
haven't
out.
heard that.
Before the auto tune. Oh God.
And even before it was all mashed and what have you, it was badass. I mean, very impressed.
Thank you.
I love the heaviness of it. I love your vocals. You know, it just adds a really. I've always wanted a female vocalist, man. I just think females just really rock the shit out of it. I'm tired of fucking guy singers. You know, I want a female vocalist.
Yeah, they suck.
Did you hear that, Danny?
I want a female vocalist for my band. Just want just hit. You know.
No more backup vocals.
He's
Just
got to wear
straight male
sunglasses
now.
so we can't see through the lies. I'm just kidding.
I mean, Mel. I mean, it's like
It's
you know.
so dark in here, you know.
Scott plays for 3 fucking bands. I know Danny played for a couple. I mean, you wouldn't mind, you know,
Coming in like
stepping
Ray
in
Charles.
Even Mel plays for a couple different bands. So
Yeah,
Do you
band
really?
more a little bit.
Okay, so basically, now how did Black Attire Eulogy? Can I just call it BAE?
Just call
Bae.
it
Because
Bae.
I
Oh, yeah,
Bay.
Bae.
All right, very
What's
good.
up, Bae?
Because I know eventually once the tequila gets in,
What's
I'm
up,
gonna go
girl?
right. I'm gonna regress right back into my. So how did Black Attire Eulogy Bay? How did it happen?
I would say the way it happened was I did guest vocals for a song for Danny that he had. It was originally a solo song, and it was just something he was doing on the side. And we worked together. It just kind of clicked instantly. And at the time, my other band, Gates of Ivory, was slowing down. We had a lot of transitioning. I had a lot of free time. So Danny was like, hey, this song is coming out pretty dope. What do you think about making this into something? I'm like, Danny, you know, keeping this professional. Just kidding. I'm totally teasing. No, but I was like, you know what? That sounds pretty cool. It's something different, a little outside of my comfort zone. I've never just been a lead singer. I've always hidden behind a guitar, someone else, an object, a pulpit in church, a Bible. Back in the good days. But,
I can already see Mel up there rocking the stage on
a little
church.
flask with a Bible while I pray. Yeah. Be like, geez. No, but that's
I'm
pretty
spiritual.
much right. I'm filled.
Holy Ghost.
That communion wine goes a long way.
Call that spiritual liquor.
No.
Lord give it and Lord take it.
But that was pretty much the way it was the conception of it. You'll actually hear the song later that we had Adrian actually come in on guest vocals. That song was the baby that kind of birthed out into these shitheads. I mean, Black Attire Eulogy.
So I always call people goofballs, man. She just straight out said shitheads.
It was like Tinder, though, for musicians. We're just like left, right. When we tried people out, we actually had 2 drummers before him, and that lasted, what, like a month and a half?
They actually swiped left on me a few times.
We
before They
did.
actually swiped right.
His nickname
So-
was Dirty Steve, and we didn't really believe it
it's
till we
not-
met him, and we
it
kind
still
of
is.
there was a little whiff.
It doesn't say Dirty Steve on my arm for nothing.
Yeah,
So-
he's literally got a
Sweet.
tattoo.
Oh, there you go. Gotta
Swipe
love
left,
it.
swipe left.
Yeah, no, we tried, we blocked. But he came back, he created a new profile, so we finally accepted after he super liked us. So here we are.
Right on. Okay, I think we got Danny. Danny, if that's you on the phone, is that you, Danny?
Yeah, I'm here.
You need to turn your radio or your computer down.
Yeah, everything's off now.
Come on, man. This is not your first time, your first rodeo with me, Danny. Come on, brother.
What is this, amateur hour?
Well, yeah, now that Stevie's back.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful.
Hey, so Danny, man, how did the house hold up, man? Do you still have a roof?
Oh yeah, we got a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind, and power was knocked out for a little bit, but everything is good.
All right, very good. So
My house is made of bricks, so we're all good.
well, see the 3 pigs, right? The 3 pigs.
Yeah.
The smart piggy made his a house out of bricks.
Yeah.
I'm not calling you a piggy. I'm just saying,
Now you
man.
got to deal with the other 2 pigs crashing on your couch.
I should have went night
Yeah.
swimming.
I know. Well, yeah. Well, shit. That's the best part. But I'm one of those. I don't do labor myself kind of thing. So I just pay
We know.
people to build my house for me.
So Danny, we're just going over how the band obviously kind of got started, and Mel was saying that you wanted her to come in and do a guest vocal thing. So enhance on that, man. Let us know how Bay kind of conformed, because if obviously you had Mel come in to do a vocal for you, how did the other 3 goofballs get involved?
Yeah, I told him it was love at first sight. So.
Shitheads.
Yeah.
Oh, shitheads! Yeah, we're just gonna call you. Hey, Mel started. I was trying to be nice.
Well, it goes a little bit deeper than that. I actually wrote, what I sent you, besides one of the tracks, which is new, The other ones I wrote already. So I wrote those, and I had other singers on it, or tried other singers out. And I always wanted a female vocalist on it. Same like I heard you say earlier that you always like female vocals better. I was the same way. I tried out different girls. It wasn't working. My other band ended up playing with Mel's other band, Gates of Ivory. And then so instantly impressed. I did hit her up to do vocals on one of my tracks when I was recording a solo album. So I did this solo album, and I put this song on it to try and showcase everything I was doing. And asked her to do it. She came and checked it out. She agreed, so that was cool for me. We did another track, and then we actually started doing some acoustic shows. Well, I did acoustic shows with her, and vice versa, and then we ended up doing that one together. Once we started doing those acoustic shows, people kept coming up to us saying, "Is this a full band? This should be, I can hear drums to this, shit like that." And so from there, we're just like, well, we got enough people saying how good the song was, and the recording we had before this, and so we just decided to make it a band. And then at the time, totally different members. It was me and her as the originals, but different drummer, different bass player, different other guitar player. And so we started it off. Stuff didn't work out for whatever reason, and then now we have the fools that you have sitting in your office.
Danny,
your studio. It's
Mel. It's the voice of God. Just kidding. Hey, tell him what BAE really stands for.
So, besides the acronym of Black Attire Eulogy, there's the B, which is bitch, which is Mel. She's the bitch of the band. There's the A, which is for asshole, which is me. And then the E is for everybody else.
Why did I never know this?
Because it starts with the B and the
A. Because you're the drummer, dude.
You don't listen.
Yeah, exactly.
This is why we have issues.
Expendable.
Just found out.
Found out.
Well, I'm glad you guys turned this into a band. Is you guys still consider it a project? Or?
No, it's a band.
No, not anymore.
Okay.
It started off that way because when I was already in another band, Mel was in another band. It was like, hey, let's get together friends who are in other bands, and let's just do this on the side when we can.
We like band cheated. He's like my band song show.
Everybody needs a side bay.
Right. So, and which was like kind of the model at the time. Everyone needs a side bay. So whenever we would have a time, that's when we'd work on it. We didn't think it was going to gather up the speed and just fan base that we had at the time. So after that, it was like, well, shit. Now we got to kind of be serious about it because it's taken off. So it ended up being still a side band, but a main band as well. If you kind of get what I mean.
All right, very good. So now we're
gonna like when the side chick becomes your main chick.
It's like having a wife in different countries,
right? So
it's like a military bride that you eventually have to marry to get over.
Si, senor.
So let me. I'm going to start with Paul. So Paul, how did you end up, getting in this project when it started?
It was kind of random. Me and Mal, we played in another band together, Gates of Ivory.
They roofied him.
Yeah.
We did. There was no rape.
I just woke up naked and there was Vaseline in my
We told them it was a good time.
Hey, they cleaned the Vaseline before you woke up, dude. Just let me know.
Couldn't walk for a couple days.
I didn't complain. I stood around. Yeah, must have liked it. Right?
You didn't stand around for long.
Yeah. I sat, but
that's why I didn't drink tequila anymore.
Yeah.
So you and Mel were kind of like a package deal then?
Kind of.
Well, not really.
No, yeah.
That's not.
No, tell us.
There's an alteration of the truth.
No, they just. I guess. I don't know what happened. With
We had another guitarist originally, but I think I don't know how to explain it. It's such a long story.
They just hit me up one day.
We had another guitarist at the time. He wasn't working out, and then it was like I said, a 2-day process with Paul. I hit him up one night saying, "Hey, we may need a backup guitar player. If you can do it, cool. If not, no worries."
Go fuck yourself.
He was like, cool. He was like, cool, yeah, totally down. And then the next day, I hit him up again. I was like, hey, you're in. And so that was it.
Yeah.
Very nice. I mean, you can tell Paul's like the shy guy of the band.
I just go with the flow.
I'm here.
He gets
I'm
laid because
chilling.
he's mysterious.
Right?
I didn't have to drive anywhere. I got the invite.
He watched The Notebook too many times.
Yeah, he just says before he walks off stage, I eat pussy. So, oh really?
He's so mysterious.
I like to keep nonchalant.
So before I get too rude, girlfriend, married?
Girlfriend.
Okay. What's your girlfriend's name?
Monica.
Monica.
I thought you meant you were the girlfriend.
Hi, Monica.
Monica, he's Paul's on the Zig Zone, so just never mind what I say. Don't hate me and don't punch me in the mouth when I go to the next gig. Okay, there's all kinds of love, but they're on. This is the craziest show on Chaotic, so just roll with it, honey. Okay. So I'm gonna skip Steve. We're gonna go back to Freddie. So because we gotta say the best for last.
Save the best for last, exactly.
So go ahead, Steve. How the hell did you end up hooking up with these guys?
You mean Freddie?
I'm Freddie. I'm sorry. Well, he's hiding behind you, man.
I'm gonna skip Steve.
Fredward.
So go ahead, Steve.
I'm gonna skip Steve. So
There's that wall again.
The fuck?
I got all nervous all of a sudden.
Get shy. Don't tell him nice pups.
Freddie snuck his way into the band.
What was that, Danny?
So Freddie snuck his way into the band.
Yeah.
No, he was actually like a
Time coming.
seductress on the
That was
side.
like a long time coming.
Yeah, he was. He was always like, if you guys ever need someone, because
No, I never said that.
Yes, you did. You fucking did.
I was just
swear.
checking for you guys.
I swear on your mother's life.
Oh, he was in the studio
I
next
mean-
next to you guys practicing.
He was there.
If I memorize this
No, he's
song,
like the-
and I'll just go over there and jam it
Has
with
anybody
him.
ever
He's
seen
like the
Scott-
hot girl at work who just comes and she knows that the guy's married and she's just like, oh, I dropped a piece of paper. That was Freddie.
Freddie, you
Anybody ever
slut.
seen the-
Like, we're having marital problems.
It's like Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Just the guy in the bag. He's like, "We're gonna replace you."
If, he,
I'm like, all right.
if you go back to any Bay photo from before Freddie, you'll always if you look off to the side and
He's
to
in
the
the
back,
background.
you'll see Freddie just standing there.
Yeah, he's always in the background lifting an amp somewhere. He's on stage for no fucking reason. Like, why is he there? Why was he actually?
Well, kind of like Nick.
Who's
Nick
this guy?
Kind of like
Wandering
Nickel.
around aimlessly, yeah.
Kind of like Nickel McBrain, who was the drum tech, and then go figure that he ends up being the drummer for Iron Maiden. But
Ugliest man in the world.
so tell us, Freddie, how did you end up joining in?
Just really good friends with everybody in the group, I guess. And one day, the other bass player couldn't show up to a show, and I was able to fill in.
He
Actually,
slashed
for a
his
couple shows.
tires. You
No,
slashed his
actually,
tires.
I was able to fill in because the other bass player
yeah,
goes back and forth to farm with his parents in the Middies or Midwest or whatever.
Middies.
It was in Ohio. Oh, Iowa. I'm so sorry, Iowa.
Farm nut oil in the Middle
Is
East.
there a Middies? I don't know.
Oh my god.
Hello, do you need a bass player?
I would've- They
I
found me at Home
work for low
Depot.
price. He works for low price.
I was at Home Depot with the bass standing on the side. Anybody?
He plays music for my cassette tapes.
No, yeah, I would just fill in when the old bass player can fill in, be there, and eventually I came in. I guess that's
He told us nice pups.
These guys are men of very few fucking words, man. I'm gonna pull the mean side
We
out
have
of you
a very
here
dark-
shortly, dude. Just trust me, I have a very good way of a knack of doing that. So now we're at Steve.
No, the way I came into this band is I was out of bands. I was in between bands for a while, and my good friend Adrian, who's actually who did the guest vocals on one of our songs we're gonna play tonight.
from Assuming We Survive.
From Assuming We Survive. Adrian actually hit me up one day and he's like, "Hey, I got a band for you," which he's done numerous times. He's helped me out. He's always been there. He's a brother to me. He hit me up and he's like, "Hey, I got a band for you. I think you'll dig it. I'm going to send you this guy's number. Hit me up." And I ended up calling Danny, messaging him. He sent me a few songs, and within the week, Mel and our former bass player and Danny and our former guitar player came up and met up with me, and we jammed some songs, and we jammed one song, which was Debut Crimes.
Yeah.
And we
I
liked.
was an asshole. Sorry.
Yeah, probably. We liked the way it was coming out, and I just came in, and everything has worked out since.
No, you said something that totally
now you had two things where we could have made two right turns. I was coming out, and then I came in.
And then I was stuck.
No, literally that night, Stevie said something to me that pissed me off. I can't remember, but I was like, But then after a couple songs, I'm like, all right, I see you.
I changed a big part of one of their songs, and they're just like, "Wait, what?"
I don't even remember the old way. You Men in Black does.
I'm Men in Black.
Son of a
them.
bitch.
And then the song ended up sounding a little bit better. Not to ring my own bell or anything, but
Oh my god.
no, and everything's just worked out since we started recording right after that.
Excuse me. Whoa. So now, as far as your drumming, obviously we've got drummers in the house. So you have a pretty aggressive style, which I really like. And so how did that come about? What drew you to that type of percussion? Or is it only that you started doing that with Bay?
No, I've always been. I like to call myself just a flashy drummer. Like I don't consider myself very technical. I like to have a lot of like flash. I like to put on a show, and pretty much just over years, I just started hitting harder and started throwing my sticks around a lot more, and just pretty much experimenting until I would do something that looked cool. So I like to consider myself a flashy drummer, and just make it sound solid, but also look good at the same time.
Kind of like Tommy Lee.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Very basic, but also very flashy.
Basic.
Well, you're actually not basic. I mean, I can say that for sure. You're not a basic drummer. Yeah, don't call Tommy. Yeah, fucking for JJ, man.
Even if he is.
Fucking for JJ, we had the drum clinic, man. We were sitting here talking about just a drummer that just like is like there but shouldn't be there, right? And this fucking guy, man, said Tommy
overrated.
Lee. That's why
He's
that's the same
overrated.
fucking thing. Oh my God. Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee who?
He's a pocket drummer. That's all he is.
That's all right, but he's fucking solid. He's badass.
No, yes.
Hey, last I checked, he's got more money than all of us.
Thank
Yes, I
you.
know.
Thank you very much.
Actually, Stevie he's actually played with Day Zero for a while too.
That's what you were telling me because
Yes.
we were.
Day Zero was actually the last band I played with before Bay. I've played with them, I think, on 2 separate occasions now.
Yeah.
So you guys are sluts.
Pretty much.
Band whores.
Hey, everyone needs a side bay.
It all connects.
Well, it's funny because I've never played with 2 bands at the same time. I would like fill in if, like, say the drummer's sick or has a broken fucking leg or something like that. Hey Zig, can you fill in for this gig? Yeah, no problem. But it's like nowadays, it's like Scott plays with 3 bands, and then you got Danny was playing with 2 for a while, right, Danny?
Yeah, 2 of them my solo stuff. Actually, at the end, before I moved out, I was playing for 7 Days Away, Black Attire, doing my own stuff, and I went on the U.S. tour. So it's fucking busy as fuck.
Oh, yeah. See, there you go. And then you've got Mel and Paul, which are also in...
Yeah, I was actually
Great
doing
Survivor.
an R&B project that I was doing guitar for. Did a cover of Sugar Sugar. That was a highlight. A couple different things. I was trying to start an all-girl...
What's R&B?
What? Just kidding. I was trying to do... I want to get into some solo trip-hop, like 90s Phil type of stuff. And then I was also trying to start an all-girls band that was like
Now
Riot
you're just
Girl.
making up genres.
The Go-Go's?
Well, more like The Runaways. some
Oh,
weird
okay.
shit.
There you go. You got to love that.
But I mean, all girls in a band. I had an all-girl band. It's always drama. Someone's on the rag, and got to deal with the new bitch problem.
You got to calibrate your
taking
moon
too
cycles.
long. Yeah, taking too long to get ready.
We got a bleeder.
I'm not the
Nobody
only
say
one.
anything to her.
You didn't tell me it was your first time.
Right? I'm not the
Carrie.
only one. I'm not the only one that's ever thought about that because we've had a discussion and we're like going, shit, I want to be like to be in an all-female band.
Oh, God.
I mean, one of them's got to be on that time of the month, or it got to be worse if they're all on that time of the month. It's like,
Yeah.
we're going to cancel band practice this week.
Can you imagine
yeah,
if it was
for a full
every week a different one was on the rag? Every
Oh,
No, it was
jeez.
bad.
Are
I
you
think
serious?
It's
Like
like a
if you
full
were-
month of just
I
terror.
speak from experience, especially getting ready for shows. And then 2 of us would have to confront someone, and we're like, you kind of look like shit today. And we have to do this thing where we stand in front of people, and we get seen. So it might be in your best
Well, that's kind of
interest
our
if
band,
you,
too.
do something with your hair,
So those on the
little
rag
makeup.
anyways.
Yeah, we always had those problems. The girl would cry. We lost a drummer, lost a guitarist. This bitch wanted to join the Navy, but she's too fat. She'll never. No, really. I'm like, how are you gonna join the Navy? She never joined. She like, her father worked for Frito-Lay. Long story short,
Oh, well, there you go.
free chips.
There's an excuse.
Anyway, I'm such a.
One too many
Someone else.
goddamn Doritos, man. So, anyways, let's hear a tune. So, Stevie, you're the DJ, and Mel is going to be the one to let us know what song it is and what is this song inspired by.
I think we should go to the original track that started the band, since we're talking so much about conception. I think that'd be a good idea. What do you think, Danny, over there in East Coast?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think we'll do this one. This one's
yeah.
featuring Adrian from Assuming We Survive. This song, we kind of butchered the name, extended it. I think it's really long and awkward, but the actual name of the song is Debut Crimes and Autopsy Romances. We just shortened it to Debut Crimes or Debut. Doesn't matter. But we'll go ahead and go with
It's
that.
debut.
All I know is
Debut.
I know it's gonna
That
kick
key.
fucking ass. That's what I know.
Good luck.
All right, hit play. Is your
Play now.
We just like the suspense.
All right, how about now?
We're all about the hype.
And one, and
Just like the show.
So you may think that you've been 6 feet deep, but it's not the way you planned it. Never imagine the things I did to you. Tell me your story as your hollow body breaks, 'cause you say the criminal always returns back to the crime scene.
That is what I'm talking about. That kicks fucking ass, dude.
Nice.
Love it. What'd you think, Dutchie?
I gotta admit, I liked it.
He didn't want to.
He was taking shots back there.
I don't take
He
shots.
was taking shots.
Nah, I don't, I'm not like you. I don't want to say bad words. I don't do that shit. Fuck. I'm too drunk. Too fucking drunk to take shots.
Holy balls.
No, I like it. I'm an old school punk rocker, right? And it's a different kind of music than I listen to, but it reminded me
It
of
had
bands.
more than 3 chords.
It was bloody.
No, and that's
magnificent.
what fucks me up, especially when someone can actually sing that good.
Adrian was
Mel
great.
turns it up.
No, it's fucking good shit.
Who's doing
Zig's
that?
gonna take me to
Thank
one of the shows soon.
Shout out to actually Adrian for coming through on the vocals on that song. Like he really made that song a lot better than it was at first. Like he changed some melodies and he did a real good job
Yeah,
on that
thank you,
song.
Adrian.
And shit, there was something else I was totally gonna say.
Well, he definitely killed
You're
it
a
in
drummer,
terms
dude.
of-
We hit brick walls all
Yeah.
the time, dude. That's all right. So now you gotta walk up over here and put your head on that fucking wall.
Was that the one where you said you changed it up a little bit, or was that a different song you were talking about?
Well, honestly, he followed the melodies pretty consistently, but there's some parts where he changed notes to bring it up higher for more of a climatic.
He has a much higher range than I do.
The breakdown section.
Yeah,
I
he has a
really
higher
liked.
range than Danny, so he kind of like took some lines up, which gave it a
he
little
was
more
able to
cinematics.
really make it pop.
And,
Yeah.
And also that version that you guys heard was also the version that's going to be on the album. It is a version that is not released online yet. So that is the very first time that version has been heard.
See that? I told you that's what happens in the Zig Zone, man. We get the best of the best in house and for the first time breaking cherries on some songs.
Yeah, I was gonna say pop
That's
it
what I'm
back.
talking
If
about.
I may, virgin version.
The virgin version.
And the virgin and more.
The
Zig Zone pop that cherry.
Flying V.
That's what they say about Blind Bee. That song was a whore. Your mother was a whore.
It was bloody magnificent.
As soon as that cherry's popped, man, now she's a slut.
You know. On to the next. Cheers.
So now, who's the actual the mind of the band? Who's going to be the one that's is this a group effort when you guys write the material, or is there like
Well,
I like to say
Well-
me.
Danny and Mel.
I like to say me.
already
but-
fucking chimed in. Huh?
I'd like to say me, but I'm the drummer, so nobody listens to me.
And I'm just a bass player.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. You keep
oh,
quiet over
going
here.
into
songs
it.
are already pre-written. Yeah,
Some of
going
the
into
songs, yeah.
3 of the 4 songs on the EP, I already wrote. So going into it, I brought those to the table because we needed songs right away. So we worked off those. Everyone kind of chimed in on them, but the chord structure and shit like that's all me. And then Mel put her vocals on it, and then everyone obviously adds a flair to it.
I'm like a chocolate drizzle on a Sunday.
Why y'all gotta
A
be
hot
so
Sunday.
conceited?
I'm just a
I
chocolate
gotta make
drizzle.
it sound
That's
so
all I
hot
am.
for.
Just call the truth.
This little
Truth is what it is.
Hershey's on brand. No,
The truth.
no 99 cent.
Yeah.
The truth.
Okay, so
And actually, the brand new song that we have.
That's what I was gonna say. Thank you, Daniel.
Oh, go ahead. Well,
Oh.
the brand new song that we have, I brought the chorus to Mel first with kind of like a melody that I would like before a different song.
Can I be honest about that?
Sure.
I really, Danny comes to me with like, oh, I got this like little chant thing. We're gonna make a song.
Yeah.
It's like, awesome, Danny.
I'm pretty sure.
Cool,
I
we're
was
gonna
there
make a
too.
song. You know, like each
No,
member
this was
comes to
before.
you
This was before.
and they got like a weird little thing, and like you as a singer, you just have to roll with the punches. You know, like I can't I don't do the chords and everything, like not for this band. So I just kind of like go into it, and I thought Danny was like this little chant was kind of silly, but after a while it started sticking with me. I had my doubts, but this was the song that I would say kind of like we all kind of collaborated off of Danny's idea. And it was kind of an interesting step away from what we were already doing. Like, oh, this is what we sound like when we're kind of just jamming together in the hot, sweaty practice room. We call it's more like a sauna, I would say.
Yeah.
Sauna in here.
Yeah, it was a creative sauna, I should say, not an orgy. I didn't say that.
You said orgy. I heard it. You heard it here first on Chaotic
Freddie couldn't
Radio.
walk after. Freddie couldn't walk after practice, you know. But
Can't
you
show
know,
my face for a week.
Freddie's a slut.
there was some awkward videos on Instagram, but
Brouhaha Infested Studio.
yeah, some witchcraft was done, a couple salt circles, but Yeah, it went from like one vocal chant that Denny had, and then we just expanded. Then we started adding sound design, synthesizers, all kinds of like little bells and whistles. And at first, the song was kind of like just like the primer. And honestly, I'm stoked the way it came out. And we had a little talk on the way here. Should we play the new song? Should we not? And I was like, hell, we should play the new song because it kind of gives an idea, a glimpse of what we did as a collaborative.
Yeah, especially since we're not releasing it anytime soon. Like, it won't be released anywhere until the actual EP is done or fully done and released. So, fuck it. Hear it one time.
Well,
if you're not listening in, you don't get to hear it.
Hence why I did not get my CD when at MTL.
Exactly, yeah. I know you
We thought Danny was just rude.
Yeah, dude, I'll totally bring you one. I'll totally bring you a CD.
Yeah, he fucking did. I told him, I said, Danny, okay, man, we're going to come see you at MTL, dude. We're going to kick some ass, dude, and make sure you hand me that autographed CD.
I don't think Danny owns a CD burner.
That motherfucker shook my hand.
Actually, I don't think anybody owns a CD burner anymore, though.
He was.
I gave you a card, though. I gave you the card to find it online.
Yes, you did.
It was like a scavenger hunt or a treasure hunt. He's like, flip this card
It's one
over,
of those
enter the
fake it till you
code.
make
You'll
it.
receive a link, which is going to have you sign up for a username, which is going to be temporary. You're going to enter the password. It's going to give you another code, which is going to have a mailing address. Need you to write to that PO box.
Look, Shaggy, a clue.
I know. If it wasn't for that meddling band, Black Attire Eulogy.
Let me tell you how I when I first met Danny, I was watching. I went to what was it?
7 days away.
7 days away. But what was the
Brick
club
wall?
right there? Off of
The brick
Magnolia?
wall. The brick wall.
1650?
Yeah, 1650.
Yeah, Corona.
So I go there and Danny. He was with 7 days away.
Oh, my
They had a
birthday show. That was my birthday show.
Yes, it was. So
Strip club,
Danny's-
right?
Danny's all fucked up, right?
When's your birthday?
And so a previous
birthday?
a previous show, I got a CD, and so I was like, oh man, I fucking listened, I loved it. And then I went to this show, and I was trying to get, fuck man, your guitar player.
Aren't
7
we
days
all
away.
trying to get that?
Art. Oh, no, it was
Art.
art. Yeah, you
That's
talked
right.
to Art at the time.
So I go to Danny. Danny's all. I'm sitting at the bar, and Danny comes up, and I says, "Hey, dude, man, where's Art at?" And he looks at me like, "Who the fuck wants to know?" You know, Danny's like this big
I
guy.
was drunk as fuck.
He
I
was,
so
and I'm
drunk.
like going, "Fuck, man, I don't want this guy like to rip my fucking spine out of my back."
He was like a bouncer and shit.
I'm like going, "Well, hey, you know,
Let me see some ID.
Who wants to knock my art?
I'm like, I want to get. I'm Zig from the Zig Zone, you know, chaotic, and I just want to, you know, what the fuck is chaotic? I said, I didn't say the whole thing. I said, well, chaotic radio, and he goes, oh, I heard about you. Yeah, he's fucking over there. I'll get him. I'm like, oh,
You had
fuck.
the secret password.
I thought for sure the guy was gonna fucking like, you know, just like jump on me and fucking put a beer bottle up my fucking ass or something. I was like, what?
Is that what you want?
Say, you
I
might
might
like
have
that.
liked it. I might have liked it.
That's literally
secret
that was my
fantasy.
experience with Danny when I first met him. I just come and
Beer
he's
bottle
just
up
like,
the ass?
just do your thing. I'm like, he's like, just do it. And then I would just sing a couple lines and he'd be like, sounds good. Not too much, you know? Okay, we'll do a couple more times. Couple more times.
Shut your mouth.
I know.
That's
Shut
what
your
he
whole mouth.
She got there with the bottle already up her ass.
You know what?
So where the treasure's at?
Touche.
Lucky Charms.
Well, I'm just telling you because when I teach the motorcycle training, I get some of the students that sit there and they tell me like, you know, if we have two instructors, then there's exercises where half the students are one side and half the students are the other side. Then you'll see some students they won't come to my side. And so when we take a break, I'm like going, how come you didn't come
just
to my
wants them
side?
to come over to
They're
my
like going,
side.
well, you're so intimidating. Now I know what it's like because when I asked him, like, yeah, where's Art at? He fucking stepped up on me, like in my face. Who the fuck wants it? Whoa, man. I'm sorry, dude. So now I know what intimidation is. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, fuck, don't fuck me up, man. All right, just don't fuck. If you're gonna hit me, dude, don't hit me in the face. I gotta keep my pretty face.
That's what I told him. He's like, so we're gonna be at bound or what? I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I forced you to do it.
It's like, all right, next Tuesday, 8 o'clock.
Okay, so Danny brings the riffs to the table, and then obviously a riff is gonna be changed. And before we get
Not my band.
Before we
Not my
before we get to Steve's
That's the
part,
truth.
so I mean, Paul and Freddie, do you guys just kind of like follow? Okay, we're gonna stick with this riff that is set, or hey, I think this riff would be a lot better if we change it up right here.
Wait, does Freddie even remember the songs now?
He's looking up.
It's the whiskey that plays.
I
It's
just
the
wait
whiskey.
for Danny to tell me what I need to do.
Freddie got fingered. Wrong. Or you're doing it wrong. The death look.
Play that one string.
Even when he talks, we're like, is that the whiskey talking?
Well, for right now, the songs were already written, so
Freddie
I just
Beam.
kind of like taught Danny like how do you do
Except
this?
the
What do you
new
wanna
one.
play? But then now we're doing new songs, so now it's like, all right, we'll see what we do.
Well, especially since Danny's a bass player too, so I'm pretty
Hashtag
sure
lead
it
bass
kind
player.
of it kind of
Yeah,
like
he's a lead bass
He's
player.
a lead. He's hashtag
the lead bass
player.
player. That's
Totally
right.
different. Totally different.
I had 7 days on 7 days away on the air, and he was like, "I'm a lead bass player."
I know, definitely.
Make sure you know that.
But I didn't even like come up with that. Everyone else came up with that, and I rolled with it. Like, fuck it.
Hey, if it works, stick with it, man.
Yeah.
So tell me, Paul. So, are you just like, okay, well, I'm gonna.
Well,
I'm just gonna stick with this, or hey, I got this little riff right here. Can we just kind of shove this one in and it works?
Just shove it in, baby.
Yeah, just put it in. Close your eyes.
Give it a little.
Yeah, bite the pillow, babe. No, when they brought me in, everything was written already and recorded, so I just kind of tried to add something that wasn't there, harmony-wise, lead-wise, something that adds my own flair. So
Yeah, the last song we played had your new lead in it.
yeah,
it was
just something
good.
a little bit different.
Everybody
that the
likes
last
flair,
guitarist did
don't
it.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul has a lot of freedom actually. When we brought him in, it was like, well, here's the parts. If you don't like them, change them. If you like, if it works, that's on you. Just if you want to do it, then do it. And everything new. You know, we don't tell him what to play or what not to play. Paul
Right,
has a
Paul?
lot of freedom.
Yeah.
What to
Right?
do.
He's like
How
the
to
teacher's
play.
pet.
Yeah. So it was, yeah, they were all written already. I learned them, and then I just try to add something different. Again, harmony.
More better.
He added
Yeah,
more
more
than
different.
the way he's saying it sounds like he's playing exactly. No, he's not playing exactly. He's a guitarist myself. He's definitely added a lot in terms of like technicalities. He takes different approaches. So I like the fact that he kind of added a spin to it. His style's more darker. He plays he's a band whore too. So he plays like more like gent and like.
I'm more classically based. I went to school for music, so.
Ooh, he went to school. Just
I try and
salty all of a sudden.
What school?
I'm self-taught.
What is school?
Yeah, I don't know. I got my
T.O.T.
education in-
School's for
in
fun.
music.
Pimp Academy.
So I try to incorporate some theory into it, not make it too analytical, but yeah, I try and base off the chords.
He's one of those nerds that goes into the studio.
Nerd alert.
It's like sheet music.
Yeah, I have all.
He
I
brought
literally
sheet
have all my
music.
parts.
I was like, what the
written
fuck
out
is
with
that?
sheet
Like, we're
music
in
and
this
harmonies
huge ass
and-
studio out in Burbank.
Like, this
and,
is
like,
bullshit.
He's on the piano
Yeah.
playing like fucking
Yeah.
sheets of music. I was like, what are you doing? What is that? He's like, it's our song. It's like our fucking songs. He's like, yeah, shoved them out.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look at tabs.
Oh my
I'm just trying to look at the tabs. On the song.
It was great.
Notated, non-tab, notated.
It was like a Bible. It was like a Bible of notes and shit. We're like, what are these dots and lines? It's like
So-
speaking to us in Braille.
Yeah.
So being in here with glasses on, you're the epitome of fucking nerd, then, right? Am I getting this right, Paul?
Exactly.
He loves comic books.
Anime.
Yeah,
Comic bird.
Fucking
book,
anime.
Yeah. Comic bird.
he's a comic bird.
Comic bird.
That's the thing.
Oh my, that's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
He is now the comic bird forever.
Yeah, comic
Oh
bird.
my God.
I just want to say though, we really need to talk about this story. Danny, we need to talk about nice pups. I feel like this is really important that we spotlight Freddie and his nice pups.
Does this have something to do with Freddie being a slut?
This okay.
Yes.
So Freddie, is it okay
Freddie
that I
getting
share?
fingered?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I
Share.
share?
I love this story.
So we all love Freddie. Disclaimer, but he is fucking horrible with talking to girls. Okay. One day I'm like, give me your Tinder.
Shut up.
I go through.
Talking in general. Really.
Yeah, no.
Are you on Tinder?
He's on Tinder, OK Cupid,
That's
Farmers
your
Only, HowBlackPeopleMeet.com, Christian Mingle.
Only 30-mile radius.
Oh, Christian Mingle.
I want to keep it
Jesus
local.
He gotta lie about Jesus Christ sometimes to get laid. Anyway,
Praise the Lord.
bless.
Can you feel it?
Like, but poor Freddie, we always crack up because this is why we say nice pups. Because literally one day we're sitting down, we're drinking at Hooters, and he's so funny because I'm going through his Tinder. I'm like, let me see. He's like just talking to me about his girl issues.
Because I was telling her about how I wasn't getting any hits and what was wrong with my Tinder.
And I was
she
like,
had to
let me
analyze
check.
it and see what was wrong with it.
Literally, I go through a message and I see this girl, like she's a hot girl, and like I go and I look in the fucking message and he's like, nice pups. I was like, excuse me.
You did not
what did you say?
I love dogs.
She had a picture, one picture of dogs, but like, who the fuck says nice pups? Is that like the icebreaker? You go to a club and like, hey, mommy, it's nice pups. It's like, what the? It's bad. I looked through his Tinder.
Puppies, bitch.
No, it was real bad. It was
Actually,
just,
it works that way. Hey, mommy, nice pup.
Why works no, tell him how it worked for you.
and then I was like, I'm gonna try the same thing on my Tinder. Boom, instant hit. It's like, oh, you're a dog person too. I'm like, you know.
I threw that line out there like 5 times. Didn't get a response. Mel throws it out there one time. Boom.
I screenshot like, oh.
And that girl was trying to hang out that night with Mel.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I'm gonna try this.
Oh, she wanted a piece of Mel. She's like, oh yeah, hey,
The funny
you know
thing
what?
I want
was,
to taste the pups.
the funny thing was, while Mel was going through his messages, she's just looking at him. She's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Some of the shit you're saying, like, what the fuck is actually
This
wrong
was
with
a
you?"
bait intervention.
Yeah, we
if
had to
I
have a
may.
bait intervention with him.
We
Just
sat
tell
down.
people
and
you're a
we were-
retard, and then you get their pity.
She was like,
Pity sex is good.
Mel said, from now on, she's like, I'm just gonna do the responding on Tinder
Yeah.
for you because you're just making a fool out of yourself.
She
It was a
manages
really
my
good-
Tinder now.
No, and there was like a really bomb looking black chick. Okay, she was like super bomb, and Freddie's like, I'm invited her to a show, and we're like, no, Freddie, don't do it. He's like, I'm gonna tell her right now. We're like, God damn it, Freddie, a few drinks in, and he's like, hey, and then he like talked to her. She was all cool. I'm like, she works at Hooters. She's not going to the show. He's like, no, she's for sure going. I'm like, she's not.
She told me to
Freddie.
write down the number on the receipt.
I know, right after the tip sign.
After the $20 tip.
What she said.
Right.
What she said.
It was great. So I'm like, Freddie,
No,
we
but
need to
left
talk.
before he did that. Like
We were so ashamed we walked out.
Yeah, we walked out. No. So we were all eating. He was talking to this girl normally, like a normal person. Well, normal for Freddie. And then
Before
we
Special
all get
Fred
up to-
kicked
we
in.
pay the bill, We
Retard.
get up to leave, and then Freddie kind of hangs back because I'm the last of the table. So I'm getting up. Freddie hangs back. I'm going to ask this girl for a number, whatever the case was. And so I was like, cool, figure it out, and then come outside. We all left. He stayed
We were
in there.
embarrassed.
So whatever he said, it comes back out, and she told him to give him her number, and she'll call him after work.
Never happened.
Never got that.
I would say that for the tip. All I'm saying is like, if I got a $20 tip out of it, yeah, shit, I'll be there tomorrow. Let's get married. Meet you in Vegas. Meet you in Vegas.
Taco Bell wedding.
Show me your pups.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, what I'd do for.
All right, so we got
I'm like, well.
we got to take a little break.
What'd you
But
do?
what I want to do is before we take a break, let's hear one more. What do we got set up for the next one?
This one's gonna be the new song.
Let's save the new one.
No, we're not saving the new
Well, how
one.
many more songs are we playing tonight? Zig?
How many do you want us to play?
We can play this one and the new one after.
Let's play the new one.
Let's play this one now and then another
Oh,
one
yeah.
next.
Okay.
Yeah, let's play the new one, so if anyone wants to call, they can call on it.
Oh, there you go.
Dope.
And then we'll do November 16th.
So we'll
and I'll
close
explain
out-
November.
Yeah, we'll close out
Yeah.
this session with the new one. Then we'll hit a break, and then we'll come back in and do whatever the hell
So
you
Alright.
want,
what's this
man.
new one called, Mel?
So this one, we've just fucked around with ideas. I haven't named it yet. It's like my bastard child that I love.
There you
But
go.
I'm
the
ashamed of
bastard
claiming.
child.
So we've called it distasteful because literally one time me and the guy who was our sound engineer, he's
Yeah,
like,
we were in a
well,
chat.
we were just chatting and we are just fucking around. And I was like, oh, this is so distasteful. And he's like, oh, okay. And then Danny's like, oh, call it distasteful. And after that, we were just like, okay, it's quote unquote with the
pronounced
band
it.
distasteful. And we always have like separate names for the songs. So people don't know what we really know the songs as. It's totally different than what we have actually named them. So this song is quote unquote distasteful, but I'm going to come up with a name. I swear to God, it's going to be great. It's going to be meaningful. Just doing the Lord's work. Lord's work.
There you go. It's meaningful.
All right.
Well, let's hear this shit.
Show me the words to hold on to. A mistake that once that true. Run back to life to destroy you and create something new. I can see it all coming up from the ground. Fire rising into a sea of flames, conducted by I can't escape. I've got nothing left of me. Don't tell the innocent angel. Somewhere across the lines of insanity. Show me the words to hold on to. A mistake that unsuch will bend alive to destroy you and create something. Show me the words to hold on to. A mistake that unsuch will bend alive to destroy you and create something new. I'm facing no shirts, I bring clarity, no turning back now as I sink in emotion, I'm confusion, see my darkest illusion. Show me the words to hold on to, a mistake that unsuch will bend alive to destroy you and create something new.
No, no, no. I'm just making sure you guys know that it didn't just split up your song. It's gonna fade back in.
Cool.
Two. Dutchie.
That's the wrong version.
You don't want me to play that one, no? All right, I won't play it if you don't want me to.
You're cruising on a motorcycle through another dimension and time. A dimension not only of beer and rock and roll, but of twisted minds and sexy women. A wild journey, a crazy imagination that has no boundaries. There's a warning, a sign up ahead. Your next stop. The Zig Zone. The Zig Zone. The Zig Zone.
Chaotic radio, because the rest is just a waste of time.
That's right. We are back on the Zig Zone Live with Bay, Black Attire Eulogy. Oh, yes, did it again. I'll give my fucking self a hand clap on that one. Shit. Because I don't want to hear you yet. I'm still talking. This fucking Scott, man, comes inside here, man, and
I promised you shout outs. Can I do them now? Since we're leveling?
Leveling.
Shout out to Ren. Shout out to Liz.
This one's not. This one's not.
Isn't it?
Which one is that?
Who is that meeting?
Is that the one?
Is that me?
No, it's Paul.
Paul don't say much. We call him Silent Paul.
He speaks with his hands.
He speaks in tongues. The Lord's Prayer.
Wow, Paul, man, I can't get.
Oh, hey, I seen it.
It's
The light went out and then it went back on.
Let's see if it goes out.
Paul, talk. Can I
Anyways,
hear you?
We're not trying to talk to you right now, anyways, Paul. So we're back with the Black Attire Eulogy, and I want to now we're going to go to Mel. All right, so now we've got the bass, guitar, their input. Now, how do you place your vocals into the whole mix? I mean, obviously, because there's a sound. So what are you listening for? What are you trying to do? Use your accents and
Gotcha. So first, the utter disappointment overwhelms me by what I have to work with. But then I think about the potential of what I can do to kind of fix. If one, just kidding. No, I love these shitheads. Literally, these guys are like my brothers. I love it. I talk shit on them all day, but they're my best friends. I can't talk to them about girl stuff, but I'll try. And they're always like assholes, just straightforward. Like, why don't you do this? I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. Put a little sugar on that next time. But
He's like,
when it
Mel,
comes
I'm
to
pretty sure you're being the bitch right now. It's not
I'm
her
like,
fault.
you are wrong.
Well, you know, my thing is because you were saying you were like more like a little bit of R&B.
Oh no, yeah. Well, vocally, I would say I'm kind of all over the place. I'm a vocal whore. Vocal whore. Wow, I said that twice. It's like I'm schizophrenic or something.
Say the third.
Just kidding. I took my meds.
OCD.
I took my meds late today, so I can deal with this. You know. But vocally, I would say I'm very more like I tend to write. I was always like the primary writer of my last band, guitar. I'd write bass, MIDI drums. So I almost think of my voice like an instrument, but at the same time, I have to keep in mind where my range is. But I'd say I kind of think in tone of like, or in the sense of like almost like an instrument. So it's hard to say. I think of the melody first, the notes, before I even put the words there, and then syllabate it. Syllabate.
Salivate.
Right? So I think more like that. I hear the melody before I can hear the words, and I have the idea of the tone of the song, what kind of mood it puts me in. Sexy moods.
Well,
Most of the time,
you know,
sexy moods.
being a vocalist, that's a tough deal.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
you have to, the vocals are a huge part of the song.
Yeah, absolutely.
To make that everything stand out. I mean, you can have the best band behind you, but if the
Saliva is one of
vocals
the best
suck,
lubricants.
you know, it just completely just takes a dive off of a cliff.
Yeah.
But you know, hats off to you, Mel, because I'm telling you, you're fucking nailing it every single time. But we do have another caller that called in.
Oh, really?
So, caller, you are live on the Zig Zone.
I can't guarantee there's any fucker there. I can talk to him, but I'm not sure you can.
Blimey. We should be able to talk to him because I have the phone. Because Danny, you're still there, right?
I think the tornado took him away. Or was it a hurricane?
No.
Hurricane.
Irma. That bitch.
She is a bitch.
Jose.
She a prude.
Fucking Jose.
All right, both callers. I got the dude from Resonate. Both of you, fuck off, and then call me back one at a time. I'm gonna make it easy.
Fuck off.
Nah.
Oh, we got Mark from Resonate.
You
Yeah,
taking
so
a piss?
we're gonna do in the chaoticradio.com live fucking Resonate West Coast tour, man. Fucking this coming Saturday at the Whiskey.
That's right. Yes, you are.
Yeah, buddy. I'm telling you, dude. It's you know, people love chaotic, man. And
I'm not driving.
All right, I got someone on the
You're
line.
the
I don't know
designated
who it is.
driver for this.
Yeah, Danny again.
Danny. Okay.
Yep.
So, as soon as Mark chimes in, we'll get him chimed in.
Yeah, I'm gonna when Mark chimes in, Danny, you're gonna be gone like a good hurricane. All right.
I'll take care of you, Danny. I'll speak on your
Like
behalf.
America.
Like a good wanker.
There he goes.
That was very profound.
Hurricane Jose came through.
Jose.
Like, hello, fuck
There's
you.
a fucking good reason it's
Fucking
got
Jose.
chaotic written on that fucking wall.
Right?
Oh, hell.
The busy stuff. He's like,
Yeah, he
fucking-
straight up got
Look,
the
all my
busy
past
tone.
relationships, they disconnected.
That's too funny. Okay, so
All right, I got
Hey, make a
it.
call.
There's
Please
another
hang
one.
up.
do we have caller? You're live on the air, Zig Zone.
Hey, what's going on, Zig?
Is it Mark?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm so good. How are you?
Have you
Oh,
been
man,
drinking,
we're-
sir?
That's none of your business, and I'll appreciate it if you say that in the first place. Thank you very much.
That would be yeah.
Just be honest.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I have been.
Let's
and-
be honest.
And you need to fucking be buying me a couple beers this coming Saturday, right?
Oh, well, dude, of course I'm drinking. I got to prime myself so that I can hang with the chaotic folks. I mean, you guys, you know, just take back tequila like it's fucking water. Like,
What do you mean?
you know
We
what I
don't
mean? I got
drink.
to prime myself.
Oh, actually, you know, I'm still holding this.
I know. I'm,
This
I
is
was waiting
actually
for when we
water.
were gonna take a shot.
We're just fucking everybody.
All right, here's some Mark from Resonate.
To Mark.
Mark.
Resonate, there we go, guys.
Hey, salud.
That one was for you, Mark.
That's some
Hey,
strong
man,
water.
Thanks so much.
So
Hey,
we-
you know what, Zig? I got to say, before we jump into anything, your guest tonight, Black Attire Eulogy, I've been listening along to the show. These guys are fucking awesome.
We
Thank
suck.
you, Mark.
I love you, Mark. We suck.
All
Dude, no, legit. Your tunes are really, really, really good. I want you guys to get out here to the East Coast.
Oh, dope.
Awesome, there
Appreciate
you
it.
go.
Thank
Thank you.
Danny would like that too.
Danny's like halfway.
I know.
Danny's halfway there, Mark.
We
He's
sent
in
our
fucking
guy.
Florida.
Cue the Bon
Florida.
Jovi song.
Is Danny the poor guy that I just hung up on?
You replaced
You
him.
cut his nuts off.
Do you play
Shit
guitar?
I'm sorry, Danny.
Yeah, no, man. I'm telling you, we seen Bay last month, dude. I'm telling you, Mark, it would be a fucking awesome show, man, to have you guys on the same fucking bill. I'm telling you.
Well, here's the deal, man. If any of you guys are just kicking around on Saturday, I mean, you probably have your own show, but if for whatever reason you're just kicking around, come by the Whiskey. We'll hook up after the show. I'll get your info. I'll toss you on the guest list. Come talk to us. Let's work together. Let's see if we can get you guys out here to Boston. Because honestly, your tunes are really, really, really good. I was really digging it.
Thank you.
Thank
I think you guys would be a smash on the East Coast, dude.
We've actually did some little talks about touring. Possibly, we've never set anything, never made any like for sure plans. But touring is definitely a plan in the future with this band.
That's rad, man. Well, whenever you get your sights focused on Boston, you just hit me up. Let me know. I'd
Oh, I
love to help
love
out
Boston.
however
I
I
got
can.
family out there.
I've
I like
never been.
Boston
I
beans.
wanna
Yo,
go.
let's go crash on the couch.
Oh, hey, hey,
Now,
Mark.
is it Boston or Baston?
Hey, no, Mark.
Boston.
We
Mark.
had that conversation last
Mark,
week.
here we are. We had this conversation, dude.
Conversation.
That's it. Conversation.
How about them apples?
No, and
Give me that finger.
Mind blown.
You want to pull my
Smell
finger,
it.
dude? Because I'm telling you, I ate something fucking really bad this weekend, dude.
Oh,
you
I'm
pull
sure
that
you
finger,
did.
dude, I just might shart.
Oh,
But
we got to see it now.
But see, Mark. So Mark calls in. You weren't here, Scott.
No, I was here.
Were you? No, you weren't.
No, I was because I was saying
Boston.
I was here, fucker.
Were you?
Yes.
Okay. And he said it wasn't called Boston. Tell him right now. How do you say?
I said Boston.
No, you said Boston.
No, I said Boston.
Oh, this fucking guy. Really? See, here we go
It's
again,
that city
Mark.
like 30 miles south of me is what it is.
Bose tone.
Boston.
Boston. It's Boston.
This is sausage.
No, that's fucking New York.
No,
you like it a
my
sausage,
sister is
yeah?
from New York. She always says
Peepity boopity
sausage.
poppity peepity.
This fucking guy. Hey, say, Mark, say, what is that fucking deal?
If you tell me where to park
No, no.
my car, I swear to God, I'm hanging up the phone.
No, Mark, say forget about it.
Hey, forget about it.
Oh, see, there you
Hey,
go. Yeah.
I have a
that's
legitimate question for Mark. Hey,
what's that?
I really like Boston baked beans. Do you guys like baked beans a lot over there, or like where does
You
that come
know,
from?
I don't know. It's really not as popular as you think it is. It's more lobster than anything.
Wow, I feel like
Lobster and clam chowder.
clam chowder, huh?
And what about
Chowder.
that? What about
Chowder.
that Boston
Chowder.
lager?
When you say Boston baked beans, are you talking about the little candies you get from the potato?
With the talking golden retriever.
I wasn't
Retriever.
sure.
Or is that an actual thing?
I just thought maybe there was like a spiritual aspect to these Boston baked beans, like some sort of historical monument.
Well, I mean, I could tell you that, but you know, then I'd have to kill you. That's kind of.
Hey, put me out of my misery. I got a lot of credit card bills. You feel? I ain't gonna pay off in this lifetime or the next.
If you die, we're not
My
going to Boston.
children's children gonna be fucked over.
I owe the devil money. That's how bad in debt I am.
I'm like, people steal my purse. I'm like, oh shit, take it. You're gonna be in debt. You're gonna be in debt.
Hey, so Mark, before we let you go, man, dude, give a little plug for this coming Saturday, dude.
Yeah, absolutely, man. This Saturday night, we're playing at the Whiskey A Go-Go. It's our West Coast debut. We're actually playing in Boston the night before. Well, in our hometown, it's about 30 miles north of Boston the night before, and then we're flying right out for the show Saturday night at the Whiskey. We're pumped. We're playing with an awesome lineup. We're playing with Core 10, which actually they features David Silveria from Korn. It's his new project. The guys in Dirty Machine, who actually just signed on to do. They're going to be on the ICP tour in a couple of weeks, so this is going to be kind of like a send-off for them. And then our buddies in Killset, they just dropped a new video for this cover of, remember that song Jump by Criss Cross?
Yeah,
Really?
I remember Criss Cross. Pants backwards.
Yeah,
right?
they just did a sick cover of that. And they just released a video for that. So we're pumped. There's a bunch of really good bands on the bill Saturday, and you know, we're just excited to come out there and play. You know, probably the coolest and most iconic rock club in the country.
Fucking A, dude. Whiskey A Go, dude. I'm telling you, I've been looking forward to the show, dude. We've got. I'm so pumped on the show. I'm so pumped, dude. I'm having my girlfriend drive because there's no way when I leave that place, dude, I'm going to be in any kind of shape or form to drive.
Oh, Zig, you don't understand. When you leave that place, you're coming back to the house that we rented a couple blocks away, and we're just going to continue party.
Oh, what?
Hell yeah.
He said potty.
Shit.
He said potty.
Potty.
I like this
Where's
guy.
the after party?
It's a party.
Jump, jump, jump.
Don't try to compare us to another band.
This sounds like how we got Freddie in the band.
It's potty time, everybody.
I'm pretty sure there's a picture of me somewhere with my backward pants on when I was in junior high or something.
Are they like in their parodies now?
I'm gonna have to find it for you guys.
Oh my God. Hey,
With
Mark.
your Fredophile mustache?
Hey Mark, thanks for calling in, dude. We're really looking forward to this gig on this Saturday at the Whiskey A Go-Go, man. Don't forget, guys, you know, all you radio listeners out there, the Whiskey A Go-Go this Saturday night, September 23rd, man. Resonate is going to be their West Coast debut, and there's a lot of killer bands going to be jamming that night. And I know that the Chaotic Crew is going to be there. We are going to be tilting them back. We're going to fucking rock the fuck out. Am I right,
might
Mark?
just be
or what?
there also.
Right on. Vic, I just want to say real quick, thank you specifically, and everybody on your show and everybody there at Chaotic. Thank you so much for sponsoring the show and for being such a big support for. I mean, it really does mean a lot for an independent band like us from 3,000 miles away to come all the way out there to LA and know that we've got some awesome people in our corner and who have our back. So thank you guys very much. And I'm serious. I want you guys at the show, and I want to talk to you guys about bringing you guys out to Boston. So let's link up after this show. All right.
I will definitely try to be there. I'm making plans to be there now.
Hey, Mark.
That sounds fun.
When
There
you
we
say
go.
hookup, do you mean like?
See,
We can talk
She
about
means
that
how
after
about
the
the
show.
necklace?
Keep it in your pants, Mel.
Okay.
Keep it in
Mel-
your
like
pants.
tequila,
Yeah,
by
Mel's
the way.
sitting here like they're going, hey, you know, if I'm gonna while you're here, you know.
She wants
just
some
do
of
it
them
for
I-
me.
Boston
hey,
beans.
whoa, whoa.
No, that's a guy.
I've
He
been,
doesn't have a
uh,
vagina.
I've been celibate. Give a bit.
Lick the
You know what I
bean.
mean?
She said, how big are your apples?
Celibate. Give a bit away.
No, he doesn't have a vagina. It's okay.
Oh,
You don't
Boston
know you're
beans.
missing if you've never been with a Boston guy.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
I like foreign, you know.
All right, dude, hey, Mark, we're looking forward to meeting you guys on Monday or on Saturday, dude. I'm really looking forward
Hey.
to it, dude. Let's fucking do this shit.
Can't wait, man. Thank you so much again, and have a good rest of your night. I'll see you guys this weekend. All right.
You got it, brother, man. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right. Take care, guys.
You bet. So I think we got Danny back on the air since Mark shoved his ass off the air.
Who's Danny?
I'm trying to make sure I fucking
Love
make
you,
sure.
Danny.
I thought we hung up on him.
That Bud Light looks a little empty.
I know.
Oh, there was still a little bit left. This one's
What's
full.
wrong with this picture?
This one's full.
No,
There we go.
We're
I got
out of beer,
my
too.
I
purse.
still
Oh,
want to know.
Zig's full.
I want to know why my
Full of
tequila
it.
shot glass isn't filled up again.
Damn.
You gotta
Oh,
fill
look
it.
at this guy. See,
Hey.
it's a drummer, dude.
Stevie, you gotta fill up for a fill up. You feel me?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so
Fill
now
up,
For fill up.
Hey, once
now
it
we're
hits the
gonna-
lips, it tastes so good.
so
That's
I'm,
what they say.
I'm going to Stevie now. All right, Stevie. So and don't fill those fucking things all the way to the top like this.
Oh, come
fucking
on.
guy.
You, have the
You can
microphone
fill
here.
yours right on the fucking line, dude.
I got you guys.
Appreciate the line.
Right?
Yeah, the
What
line
line?
is always.
I didn't see no
You're
line.
like
reminding me
lie.
of Coyote Ugly right now. Just like you start pouring.
But emphasis on the ugly.
Well, here's the problem. You get fucking Scott and JJ sitting here like, dude, I got to open up a business tomorrow.
I know.
You know, I'm a
Jesus.
business.
I can't see that
didn't
line.
s- I didn't.
I
Hey,
told
you're
you.
the one that made the show Monday.
Tequila makes the
Hey.
coochie go woo woo.
It's a perfect.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
I gotta
perfect-
work
what do they
tomorrow,
call
too.
that?
That's what girls say, but it's not true.
What?
Tequila don't make the coochie go woo woo.
What is it? You go to sleep?
I'm just
And then you
saying.
get a case the next day?
What? Okay, Mel.
Like, oh,
Whiskey
finish
dick.
that. Okay.
Mel.
I've
Okay.
actually never
Mel.
heard that, but
Mel,
whatever.
Since you brought that up, what makes
Has
coochie
to
go
for a
woo
while.
woo?
Skill,
Cha-cha music?
prestige,
Cumbia.
Hey, Zig, I
intellect.
got Danny back on.
Just
Okay.
a lot of, a lot of
Yo,
skill,
yo.
like
Little
brain
size.
surgery, like open,
Hey,
what are
those
like
shots
triple
look like
bypass brain
words.
surgery. I don't know,
Okay,
but not tequila, silver.
Tell me,
Gold,
Mel,
maybe.
what is the worst goddamn pickup line you've had? I mean, you're on stage. The
Okay.
guys are sitting there, they're creaming over you because
I got
Look
it.
at this chick.
I got it.
I can
It's,
tell
it's
a
very
story, but
vivid in
you
my
might not want me
mind.
to tell it.
Hi,
It's
I
very
got a
vivid in
secret.
my mind.
Please
Not
don't tell
nice
it, Freddie.
pups. Nice pups was second runner up. If we want to revisit that.
Those
But
are nice pups.
this
That's
was the
very
stupidest
publicitious.
shit I ever heard. Okay, I've heard so much stupid shit, but did you just fart? Because you just blew me away.
Oh my god!
I'm
really?
like,
Nice.
can you just go fuck yourself? Because you just annoyed the fuck out of me. Danny, handle.
Oh right, yeah.
Danny's my
Danny
bodyguard.
Comes walking up, it's like, oh shit.
No, he's my babe bodyguard for sure.
Oh,
Nobody fuck with me. They see Danny.
Danny's
They're
just
like
learning what the fuck he got himself into.
cracking his knuckles.
I'm a big guy, and I'm telling you, when I
Going on
had
4
that
years now.
confrontation with fucking Danny, I'm like, going, okay, well, fuck you. Either this is gonna hurt really fucking bad, or I'm gonna get knocked the fuck out.
That's what I say about every song. Just kidding.
So, Stevie,
Yo,
all right. So now we're coming to you, part of the band. So, I mean, it's usually here's how this works. We know as drummers. All right, guys, this is the tune. We've worked on it. Here's the riffs. This is the pattern. What are you gonna make to it? So now, how does that work? Are you putting yourself in? I can tell right now that you play a lot with the guitar outside of the bass. You're not a bass player. Drummer.
Cheater.
not a lot. I have my own little acoustic guitar that I dabble. I'm not great. I know, and I can't play songs. I just like
sorry.
I literally write my own basic little shitty sounding songs.
I can play War
But-
Machine on the guitar.
Hold on.
I
Cheers.
play bass
You-
myself,
you-
but
you
yeah,
can
I
cheers
just
and talk
dabble. I
at the same
finger it a
time.
I
little.
can't multitask. Okay, I'm a drummer.
Finger it a little. That's a good way to get it started.
I'm texting your wife. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna send her a selfie right now.
Okay.
It's kind of sexy. A little bit.
No,
Should I walk out
pretty
for
much.
this?
I start off with like a basic idea, and as the song progresses, the more we play it, the more I'll add little fills here and there. but most of the time it just starts off with a basic little pattern, and just to get the idea and just to get the structures going. And once we start changing structures, coming into the chorus or the verse or the bridge, I'll start adding little fills here and there. And then over time, like we have one song that's not recorded, but over time this song has progressively changed. Like
What song are you talking about? Because I don't know what the song is.
Lesbian Kiss.
Lesbian
Oh,
Kiss.
that's just for
You
him.
guys,
We
that
do
was
the
such
same
a.
thing.
Sh-
We
Wait
do
a
the same
minute.
thing.
Wait a minute. What's the story
he
behind
includes
that?
himself.
I don't
Mel.
know. They just
You
call it
don't-
Lesbian Kiss. And I was like, this is such
Well,
a
did you
shit.
write it or did a guy
you
write
called
it?
it lesbian
Kiss a
kiss.
stripper's dream.
I never called it Lesbian Kiss. You guys just went
I
with.
called it. I called
They
it
literally
lesbian
went so
kiss,
far
a
as to
stripper's
lesbian kiss parentheses a stripper's dream.
Well,
Like,
it
what
was-
the
it
fuck?
was
My
fun.
song was meaningful.
Well, what's funny, as soon as he said lesbian kiss, all of the guys looked right at you now. Like,
Ding ding,
No.
ding dong.
ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
All I have to say, I'm like a country door. I swing both ways.
Oh shit!
Oh, hey,
But,
nice.
you know,
As she's texting my wife from my phone right now.
where, but I'm trying to find her so I can send that picture I just took. I really
Well, so if
can't.
your wife is not home when you get home, you know
You know,
where she's at.
we actually live in a
carpool,
compound.
so-
The great thing, actually, that we should mention, Bay lives in like a compound. Basically, what's your passcode?
Like a compound.
Send
in the
that last
Mideast.
picture. No, we literally live in like a compound. We're trying to get Paul to eventually come on board, but we all live together. Danny used to live with Freddie or whatever. We live all at Freddie's place.
What's up, Paul?
And we all live together. I'm just moving in, so we'll see if I don't strangle anyone. That's
Just
always a
slip
good
him
thing.
another roofie.
Right? I'm good at that. I call it Mickey Mouse, you know? Just a little, you know.
Or just walk in and say, hey, guys, you know, when it's that time of the month, just beware. Right?
You know?
No, the funny thing is actually, Mel's in the process of moving in.
How's
right
it
now,
funny?
And she hit us up the other day. She's like, "Hey, can I come over around 5?" We're like,
My trap
"Dude,
dresser?
you fucking live there.
Are you going to
Like,
talk about
why are
my
you
dresser?
asking if you can come over? You live there."
So
Like-
Stevie's little ass, okay? I'm like, okay, I got a dresser to bring over. I got a mirror. So I bring this over, and he's like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, I got bored and painted. He's like, but what is this? And it was like, it looked like Captain Crunch took a shit, like a diuretic. Is that a word, diuretic?
Yeah.
Is that a diuretic
now.
shit? And it's literally like, I got to take a picture for you guys. It's purple. It's got some blue in there, like a smudge of black, a smudge of yellow. I don't
What
know what
the
I was thinking.
fuck?
I was really stoned, okay?
It's a dresser.
And I literally was like, like all over. I painted like a fucking rib cage, painted back over it because it was stupid. Painted something else, painted back over it. I got creative as fuck. I was like Picasso on a bitch, okay?
1,000 years later, we'll
Picasso's.
be like dissecting it
Yes.
with X-ray. She was a genius. Look, she painted over
Exactly.
this.
You're gonna scrape off all the way down to the primer, but it was bad. Like I just
Primer, eh?
I spent all day, and he's like, "When did you paint this?" I'm like, "The other day." I got like paint on my arm and shit, trying to just be like.
She opened up the car door, and I was like, "Why are you bringing this trap ass shit into the house?"
And you know what? For being in the scene we are, I live the trap life. My car. I don't want to look like there's nice things in there, but there's some bougie ass shit in there. My inner monitors are with the K.
Yeah, under
Some
all the
bougie
fucking
ass
like
shit.
layers and layers of trash.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta live the trap life, but I brought it in, and Stevie was just judging me. I painted my mirror, and I got like so much paint all over it. I'm like, I could probably scrape that off with a little like nail polish remover. So we'll see how that goes. But I've kind of moved in, but I don't really.
I know she paid her rent on the 1st, and I haven't seen her for like 3 weeks. And I'm
I
like,
just-
"You
Well,
pay
as
rent
long
to
as
not
she's
live
paying
here?"
rent, as long as she's paying rent.
That's
But you know
me.
what? We've got Ryan Pena fucking joining in the house right now. What's up, Ryan?
How you doing, brother?
Ryan Pena, he's got the Black Lung Show. I'm telling you, he's got some heavy fucking hitters, man, on his show on Sunday.
Ryan?
How you guys doing?
What time's the show, dude?
The show is usually from 4 to 5, but it's been kind of fluctuating a little bit lately with different bands. Like this last Saturday, I did a show with a band called the Darts, and they were on tour with the Living End. So
nice.
they were doing a show at Cafe Nila on Saturday night. So I switched my show to Saturday this past Saturday. But I got some crazy shit coming up, man. So you guys gotta check it out. I'm serious. It's hard booking guests, you know what I mean, and making sure that everything happens the right way. But it looks like in studio for my show coming up, I'm gonna have Channel 3's already said they're gonna come back in. They have a new album coming out. DRI might be actually in studio. Dirty Rotten Imbeciles, old
Sweet.
fucking thrash punk rock, and Battalion of Saints. And I'm working on getting the Dayglow Abortions. They're coming back on tour from Canada.
That's awesome, dude. You know, people don't realize that as hosts of our show, what we go through to, you know, get badass bands like Black Attire Eulogy. Ooh, I did it again.
Oops, I
Fucking A,
did
dude.
it again.
Where's
you
the
know,
finger?
What do we do?
You
wanna-
do
you
so
want the
much.
fucking
Let me just play the world's
See,
smallest
see,
violin
Scott,
right
Scott,
now.
Scott wants his
I want the
finger so
motherfucking
goddamn
finger.
bad. There you go. This fucking guy. Oh, see, he did. See, oh shit, he called me a motherfucker. But you know,
Exactly.
the homework that as a host of the show, we have to pick and choose. It's not like we just can't bring anybody on the show. We want to support the local bands, but you really got to be the fucking shit. But when you get the heavy hitters in, fuck, man, Ryan's been having some goddamn dude. We're talking Golden Gloves. And I've been really impressed with your show. I've been listening to it. Of course, I listen to it when I'm teaching, when I'm not supposed to be on my phone, Ryan.
Wait, you're a teacher?
Yeah, I teach the motorcycle safety course. You didn't.
We went over this
You didn't
already.
even over
I
this
didn't
fucking
Again
thing.
with this guy.
Holy shit!
Too much
Dude,
tequila.
Get your fucking head over here and put your head on that fucking wall,
Actually,
dude.
Yeah,
when's
exactly.
I just got my no, the reason I was asking is I just got my motorcycle license, so. I'm
Oh,
riding a
hell
motorcycle.
no.
But I just,
Oh,
but I just
hell
asked that
no.
question.
He
But
almost
I
reminded me
drive
to
a big
Sterling
I
right
drive one of
there.
those fast
Hey,
ones.
what's the next tequila chip, brother?
But I just asked that question. You didn't ask it.
Zig, tell him where to go for the motorcycle safety instructions.
Actually,
I think I want to go take a piss while you're
Actually,
talking
before
about
we do that, I want Ryan because he was back there and I was flagging him down. I got him on. I got his ears on. I want you guys to load up another tune. Okay, I want Ryan to hear this because I'm telling you, Ryan has a really good ear for music.
November
He's into the punk thing too. But you know what? He's definitely versatile. And
Well, hey, let me ask you this, Zig.
Versatile.
I just got done from band practice down the street for a couple hours. We have a couple of shows coming up with my band, and I just came in to drop off my fucking rent check, dude. It's pretty much on time.
Come in and join us.
Pretty much. I like that.
Why are you
I
behind
like
the
that.
glass? Come in and join us.
This is my first time sitting in the back here. I feel fucking special. This is weird. sitting
Come
on
over
the-
here with us.
All right, I'll join you guys in a minute. But
He's cute.
so, thank you.
Oh, hey, Danny's back.
What's the name of the band you guys you have in right now?
Black Attire Eulogy.
You can call us whatever you want, baby.
All right,
I'll see that.
fair enough.
She turned around. It's like, hey, you can call me whatever you want.
So are you guys?
My
ready-
name's Toby with a little heart over the eye.
These guys, it's a heavy band, dude. I'm telling you, I love these guys.
All right.
Danny Guzman, who's on the air or on the phone right now. He's from 7 Days Away, which I know you know.
Yeah.
You're familiar with them.
Uh-huh.
But this is a side project that turned into a fucking kick-ass band, and I love the fucking hell out of these guys. Me, JJ, and Scott went to see them last month at
Vaheen. We call him
MTL.
Vaheen. Vahina.
What do you got loaded up for the next one? I need to have Ryan hear this shit, dude. while he's here.
This next song we're gonna play is
I can tell it about it. This song's about a whore. A whore.
Why are you pointing at me?
I know, you right there. I looked, it was like we spiritually connected. This song is about the fuck girl or fuck boy of your life who just kind of like literally wastes your time and then you want to stab them in a spiritual context.
Sounds
That
fun.
was, yeah, it's just about
That's
kind of
interesting.
getting fucked over, knowing you're getting fucked over, but like he would say best,
Like Freddie.
nice
Yeah,
pups.
don't look at me.
You know
I'm
what?
the worst.
He's in it.
However.
He's in it for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah,
That's what this song is about.
I'm here for a good time.
That's this
not a long
song, a good time, not a long time.
puppies?
Nice
Nice.
whoops. Nice
Freddie,
whoops.
you slut.
Well, let's hear this fucking shit.
well, this song is called November 16th.
That's the damn metaphor.
Drift away from you, afraid of doing something, anything betrayal of your cold embrace. Forever haunted.
That is what I'm fucking talking about, man. That is the shit. Ryan, give me your best on that one, dude.
I know it's terrible.
I'm sorry, I can't be perfect. In the words of Simple Plan.
It sounded like if Evanescence did a bunch of meth. And
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. That's what I was going for.
I got the Evanescence, but the Flyleaf in there too.
Well, I heard a bunch of stuff in there. Like, you know, I play in for many years. I've been playing-
Methamphetamine, cocaine, Special K, marijuana, Tijuana.
Even that ether.
Tijuana.
Even that ether.
Yeah.
I'm a little too sober to be funny right now, but just
Wait,
the
come in and take a shot.
Oh no, dude, I gotta drive home. But
So do I.
Uber. When the track first started hitting, I liked the electronics because I'm a big industrial fan. You know, I heard like it reminded me a little bit of early like KMFDM.
Oh yeah,
and
A drug against war.
Right, and then it just switched, and the musicianship was actually really, really amazing. See, the beauty of playing in a punk rock band is you just got to know 3 chords, but that seems like you guys take your time and.
I like 3.5.
See,
Actually,
Dutchie?
no, I based that song off of only 3 chords. So there's only 3 chords in that.
No, there's not. There's more than 3 chords. Don't fuck around, dude.
1, 3, 5.
We were respectable
It-
5-chord
it started
band.
with 3 chords, and
Per
we said
song.
veto.
Per song.
We changed.
Yeah, Paul changed that shit up.
I added a third.
Paul's like,
Well-
let me add a little bit of this in here.
I have a music major.
This
The
is
leads
why
are
I
different. Actually, that's not even the final version because those aren't Paul's leads. Paul's replacing those leads, at least for the solo, and I think something on the verse.
he replaces them. Replace it.
That song is probably one of the oldest songs I've written, and that chorus lead, although it's not played by a guitar player, that lead I wrote like back when I first started that song. But that song is only based off of 1st fret, 3rd fret, and 5th fret on your top E would be for us is drop C, but it's still those three chords.
Me hit drums now.
So Steve, what gave
Too technical.
What was it? 'Cause listening to it, I can already tell from the beginning. I already know what pattern I'm going to go with. If it was yeah, animal.
That's exactly
Animal.
He got it down. We're guest vocaling you soon.
I mean, I'm gonna guess that one was really fucking easy for you.
No, that one was actually really fun.
Just kidding.
That one and even the very first one we played tonight, those ones were really
Debut
fun to
Crimes?
actually record. Debut Crimes, yeah.
He was
The-
bitching the whole time. Oh, they're fun now.
No.
I need different headphones for this. I
Yeah,
cannot
I'm
hear
picky about my
myself.
fucking headphones, okay?
Do you like the Sonys?
Oh, were you wearing a baseball fucking cap when you were recording?
Actually, no. Wait.
A pink
He
one.
might have been.
A pink one.
I actually might have had a beanie on, but
Oh, he had a pink
You
one
never
on.
wore a
Come on,
beanie around
Stevie.
me. That's a bullshit lie. He's never worn a
never
beanie.
seen him
I
in
never
Stevie's all
seen
about
a
the
beanie.
pink.
actually I think I had a King's hat on. But
Well,
It's only the king's
well,
hat.
the
let's
King's
put
cool.
it. Let's
Okay.
put.
And a Kotex.
As long as it wasn't pink.
Let's put this out
I think he
there
had a
because-
yarmulke on.
no, my drum set is pink, so
Well-
that's enough pink for me.
Well, because fucking Steve's he's like, can I have another set of headphones because it's fucking with my hat.
It's very Baheen of him. Very Baheen.
The
Very
fuck,
Baheen.
man? Take that fucking hat off, man.
Hey, you don't want me to take my hat off.
Shit, I am from LA.
He's
dude. I'm
bald
from
under
South-
there.
I'm from South LA.
What are you
In the
talking
weird-
about? I'm from South LA,
When
man.
I moved
Pat
down
from,
there, dude, I cannot wait to get
Fall
the fuck
Out Boy.
out of that fucking place, dude. I'm telling you, man.
Jesus Christ.
Dude,
Yes, my
I
sister.
love my old stomping grounds, dude, but I ain't going back. I'm just saying.
That's
so,
a-
are
that's-
you from LA or are you it's LA Dodgers?
I was the Dodgers.
Okay. All right.
Dodgers all the
No,
way.
it's Doyers. It's
Doyers.
that pinche
He's the
Doyers.
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 And they can suck it.
Los Doyers.
Los Dodgers.
I'm not a big baseball fan, but when I do, it's the Angels. My younger son is the Angels fan.
Thank you.
Me,
The Angels.
I'm,
The Angels.
I'm a baseball fan, but not a big baseball fan. The past few years, I've gotten really big into hockey.
The Los Angeles, Anaheim, something Ducks. I mean, Angels of Anaheim.
Diverse.
The fact that you said Ducks in this room is.
But you're a
is very
fucking
triggering.
Cowboys fan. How the fuck
let's
are you
go,
a
Stevie.
goddamn Cowgirls fan?
Hey, didn't someone ask you
Hey,
to leave
Liz.
already?
Where's your salad?
No, I'm a goddamn Rams fan from way back, from when I was a kid.
Who the fuck are the Rams?
They're fucking, hey.
They're back.
Yes.
Hey, they're back for
Hey, but
sure.
didn't they lose yesterday?
It doesn't matter. Didn't you lose yesterday?
Yes, we
Hey,
did.
but the
Then
Broncos
fuck off.
Thank you. Thank you. Put Stevie in his
Dirty
place.
Steve rolled Saddleback last
Everybody
night.
lost yesterday, it sounds
I
like.
didn't. I didn't.
I can tell you right now, we lost by a lot more
Yes.
than fucking the Rams did, man.
No.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we barely lost.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
we got smashed.
Hey, but Dave,
So
hey, don't
Dirty
the Cow- hey,
Sanchez
don't the
fuck
Cowboys
us.
play the Rams this year though?
Oh, we're gonna fuck them up. Too.
Oh, you're gonna suck a dick.
Oh my
Is what
God,
you're
we're
gonna
going
do.
football right now.
Fuck
You guys are playing
up.
in Dallas. It's over.
Oh, you all can suck a dick.
Ryan, are you a football fan?
Yeah, I'm a Rams fan.
Thank you.
I'm puro LA, man.
No,
Did you say
puto.
puto
Don't
LA?
make it Mexican. God damn it.
Did you say puto LA?
No, don't make it goddamn Mexican.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I was
Don't
born.
ruin it.
I was born this
Take
way.
your shots, okay?
You're not Mexican.
Take your shots.
Oh no, I'm good.
See, that's great.
Paulito.
Salud. You gotta say salud.
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 All right, guys.
Órale.
Shot to another day of life.
Now, let me ask you guys this, because I just walked in the studio, and this is fucking crazy. I don't know what's going on. Just barely saw this band right now, and they're doing shots, and there's beers everywhere, and I've never been in the engineer booth. I've always sitting where Zig's sitting, and on the fucking computer screen, for some fucking reason, there is a search result for crisscross jump. What the fuck have you guys been doing? What have you guys been doing?
Don't check their Pornhub search.
That's Killset.
Hey, I still want to know why you're back in. I
Killset
still want
does
to know
a-
why you're in there and not over here.
Killset's
make
playing
you
this
jump,
Saturday
jump.
with who the fuck is it, Zig? Your buddies from Florida. Resonate. Okay, yeah. Killset is the drummer's a good friend, and they'll be there jamming on Saturday too. And yeah,
They
no,
remade
they're
that
badass.
song and
that
they
drummer's
did
sick
like a
as
heavy-
fuck too.
Someone
You-
should find a
that-
cure for that drummer. I feel bad for him. He's got,
No,
That's
he's
something that I would
badass.
want to do.
he's got the H1N1. We're bringing back 2002 here.
You know what? I put this
No,
out.
I
with-
recognize good fucking musicians, and hey, you know Stevie's one of them, and fucking.
Now here, because when I first came, when I first came to Chaotic, when I first came to Chaotic, Dutchie already had a show.
Who's
And
Dutchie?
I always called him Doochie.
Who's douchey?
Douche if you will. Douche if you
No,
might.
I swear to God, this is the fucking
Who's
truth.
douchey? I haven't met him.
This is when Blaine was still here.
El Duce.
And I would say I would always say Doochie. And so
Wrapped up like a douche.
Blaine kept laughing. I had no idea what the fuck he was laughing about. He kept, he played the song, pass the Doochie on the left-hand side, and I'm like going, fuck. And then when I finally found out, when I finally met Dutchie, and it's like going, oh, shit.
How can you get that wrong?
There's Vaheen in this El Duce.
El Duce Lucky Charms.
So I've always had this thing about making that song from those kids into something really fucking heavy. I don't know.
Green Shamrocks.
There's got to be a way to do it. Pass it to the left side. Something fucking crazy, man. I think it was. Look at Paul. Well, not Freddie's fucking back there going, no, it can't be done.
You saw Paul.
Paul's over
Freddie.
here. Paul's over here like going, hey, I think we can do that.
I'm just trying to remember the lyrics.
I think we can
I'm
do
just trying to
it.
remember the lyrics from Crisscross Can't Jump. 'Cause I wanted to get
You
it
know
right
what?
first.
I will say
1-3-5 thing.
the one thing about
20
Bay
minutes
was
ago, bro.
I feel you.
1-3-5.
I feel you, Zig. You always, every once in a while, when you're playing in a band, you hear a song that you're like,
Yeah.
I want to make this fucking a little bit heavier. One of the songs I always want to do was "One Way or Another" by Blondie. I just thought you could just punk the shit out of that one.
You could.
That's just me.
Do it.
Well,
Fucking do it, man.
There's other guys in the band.
That's like the Stalkers.
Well, here I am. I
That's
will.
my-
I will loan my vocals.
All right.
See,
Dude, that would be so.
That's
fucking
my
awesome.
thing. It's like, okay, hey guys, let's do this fucking. They look at me like, going, "Are you fucking retarded? Fucking drummer, just sit back behind your fucking kit and do your job."
STF.
Am I right, Stevie?
What?
Isn't that what you?
See, you don't even. This is why he's just a drummer.
Well, it sounded like you were talking shit about drummers, so I stopped listening.
He gets really
I'm saying
triggered.
Are you triggered, Stevie?
Oh my
He's
God.
triggered. He shook.
Now
He
I'm-
was shook. He was
shook.
like,
Interrupt.
"It's okay, Stevie."
He's
He
experiencing
starts
a
rocking
negative
back and forth.
state.
He starts rocking back and forth. It gets a little dramatic sometimes.
Yeah, if I
Go
gotta
into baby pose.
if I gotta explain it, dude, fuck it.
No.
It's
I know,
it's
I know
too
it's-
I'm in my
fucking
happy
tough.
place. I'm in my happy place.
Right? He's like,
I got
He
fucking
pulls an inhaler out of nowhere.
Scott showing me his fucking phone. I'm horny. I'm horny. I'm
Was that a
horny.
dick pic or what? What was that? Was that a dick pic, Scott?
What the hell, Scott?
A vagina pic.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Right.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
or was it El Duce? El Duce.
Shit.
Someone's horny. Sorry.
Oh shit. Dude,
I think that's the tequila talking.
Is she
No.
This is
No,
the tequila breathing.
me.
What you talking about? Tequila's not talking.
I see Tinder.
Oh, that's
Don't
And
make
it's
it a
not-
secret.
It's not just I'm horny. I'm fucking horny.
right.
Flashing.
She should call.
He's got
in.
some Pornhub GIF images
Yeah,
flashing.
tell her to call in. We like to see what she has to say.
Oh,
know
she's
what?
called in the last few shows.
Tell her to call in
hilarious.
again. She hasn't talked in on a
Hey,
Bay show.
We got this, man. Go
Yeah,
for
you
it.
have the Fertify one.
We got the rest of the show.
You know what? I would say
just go.
pull up everyone's Google search.
Just
We'll know who
go
you are.
right now.
We'll know who you are
I
by
didn't
your.
see the video below it. Hold on.
by your search.
Well, shit, it's already,
Seriously,
you know,
go.
believe it or not, it's
Go to
8:40
her.
fucking 7. I can't believe that the time went by so goddamn fast.
Feels like it was like
Hey, can't we just go
20
all
minutes.
night?
I wish we could.
Okay, Tiff, call in.
I
Come
say
on.
I say we do some punk
I
rock shit
can.
and say fuck the world and let's go all night.
I wish we
I'm
could.
down for another hour. That's what I told the
You know
girl on
what?
Saturday
Stevie's
night.
got some midget porn to watch. I'm sorry, I was going through your phone.
I love you, Stevie.
He likes midget porn. He calls
Ew.
it pint,
I am actually
pint-sized
terrified
porn.
of midgets.
Pint-sized
I am
porn.
terrified of midgets.
Have you ever
Correct.
seen a midget chick that's
Not
like
midget,
super
pint
hot?
size.
I mean, like,
I
how can you
haven't.
not
That
be
doesn't
turned on by
exist.
that?
That does not exist.
I have
no
not.
such thing.
That's not a thing.
That is not. That is not.
I think I've seen one that was super hot. At least one.
I love
Was that a voice out of nowhere?
I didn't know Danny was still here.
That was
Yeah, we still got
Jeebus.
Danny.
That was Jeebus talking.
Jeebus, I love you. Save me, Jeebus.
I've always had a fantasy about doing a midget, dude. I'm telling you.
Ew.
There's something
I can
terribly wrong
introduce
with
her to
you.
my ex.
Favorite midget porn star. Which one is
That's
it?
why his girlfriend's 4 feet
Favorite midget
tall.
porn
What
star.
it is.
Do you consider like 4'8" a midget or like what's midget test?
Well, my girl is like about 5'0".
That's
Nice.
So that's about as close to midget as I
If
can
you
get.
bend over your midget height.
You can lift her
Just
up.
saying.
Can you lift her up with one arm though?
Spinner.
Yes, I can.
Okay, see there we
no,
go.
but the ex
There
looked like
we
a goddamn
go.
midget.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Who's the spinner?
You know what? You can tell a lot about
was
somebody by
bad.
their Pornhub search, by their browser search. You're like, you know,
Look at mine. It ain't gonna say no midget shit.
you're like
Back-
silicone
Everything's gonna be
dolls,
backdoor.
all kinds of weird shit. You know?
Yeah, don't get me talking about my sex life.
The only
My
midget
girlfriend
you'll
would be
find on
pissed
mine is
off.
why are midgets so scary?
Oh my god.
They all look like Wee Man.
He's
but with
into
the
Oh
that.
wig.
shit! Now you fucked it all up, dude. Fuck off, Steve.
Twin midgets.
Fucked it all up,
Hey, hey,
dude.
Nah.
twin midgets.
What
Now,
the
every
hell
time you
did you
picture a
do?
midget, you're gonna picture Wee Man and go, "I'm hard." Oh fuck!
Yeah, you ruined it for me too, man.
Hey, what about twin
Steve
midgets?
just fucked up my fantasy.
Right?
STFU, man.
Oh my god. There we go. Thank you.
Here it comes.
Let me get this fucking thing on here.
You know,
Come on, learn to diddle it.
Or like you search
You
it like
don't have the fucking mic in the right. Come on. There you go.
Or like you search some weird shit. It's like public midget sex on tacos. Like you just know
What
you
the
got
fuck?
you're dealing with some
Who
shit.
does that?
Like I got a bunch of
Mel
boys
does
in the
that.
band.
Have I told you I love you?
I got a bunch of boys
We're weird.
in the band.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying it's like a taqueria orgy. up in this shit.
On with midgets.
With midgets.
Midget tacos. That's not gonna happen.
Hey, I think they sell midget tacos at 7-Eleven.
Tiny tacos
There's like 4 for $1.
It
Like when you have a
sounds
taco
good.
the size of a fucking silver dollar, what the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, they got it at 7-Eleven. It's like 4 for $1.
50 cents. Come on, come on.
When you gotta buy like 12 tacos.
It's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. I'm seriously hungry though. I think we're going to Denny's after this. But it's a side.
Are you ready for some Denny's?
There's some taco around here.
No. We're actually trying to figure out if we can extend our show here really quick.
I'm down. I want some more tequila shots.
I'm so down.
I know you're down.
Is there alcohol involved?
I know,
I think
right?
Freddie just wants an excuse to call into work tomorrow.
Are they even here yet?
This is like calling to work tomorrow type of thing.
We just don't want to step on anybody else's feet.
Is it Roy and Jeremy?
Well, good thing we're all paraplegic.
Who's Ron Jeremy?
Not Ron Jeremy, fucker.
Roy
Hey.
and Jimmy.
Hey, funny
Roy and Jimmy.
story.
God damn it! Shut the fuck up.
Funny stories. I actually
Jeremy.
met. I actually met Ron Jeremy
Someone should
playing
go
playing a Day Zero show.
I met him a couple times at the Rainbow Bar too.
He says fucking goddamn Rainbow every goddamn night.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, right? He's always at the Rainbow.
I actually
horny
met
fucker.
Ron Jeremy at the House of Blues in
Did
Hollywood.
you see his dick?
No,
Right? He
but he
tasted
gave
it.
me but he gave me
tasted
some
it.
Did
I
he,
didn't either,
did he
but
get dirty with you?
no,
either,
but he
but
did give me some illegal shit, and it was awesome.
I didn't either, but I saw the hogger he was with. and I'm
Illegal
like,
shit.
fuck.
Okay, tell me about illegal shit. What illegal shit? If it's marijuana, it's not illegal anymore.
That's not illegal. That's a
Yeah,
plant.
don't be a pussy.
Okay, so some drop a
Pussy.
little fucking shroom, a little bit of acid. That's okay.
Go right ahead.
See,
Crack
Steve,
cocaine.
look at Steve. He shut the fuck up.
See, I don't know
He's still on
actually.
probation.
No, I don't know actually who's listening tonight, so I don't want to explain the legal.
Nobody
wife.
knows who the fuck
was
you
no
are.
beers.
Yeah.
Anybody can
That's
know
why it's
who
called Dirty Steve.
Thank you for being honest. He's dirty.
Let's
Steve.
just say that Ron Jeremy made it a snow day.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, hey, fuckers, I got a question. California, United
Hey,
States
the
of
Brit
America.
is back.
No, I'm
I'm
not
taking
back.
a piss.
I'm not back. I've never fucking gone. I've just
Yeah,
been listening
Steve.
and laughing.
Damn it.
I appreciate the accent.
My favorite person's that baby there because she tells you the fuck.
I
Pops,
do,
what
you
the
know what?
fuck? She's so fucking right. All the
See,
other
I
shit.
like the accent.
Yeah. Do you?
I do.
Oh, well, as
It is
Steve,
bloody beautiful.
As Steve Jones
does a
said.
lot for
Well,
me.
we'll meet after then, shall we?
We'll talk about future recordings. But
Yeah, maybe we could. Yeah. I like to direct.
You know?
Blimey.
Crikey.
Behind the camera in front of the
Crikey.
camera.
That's Australian.
The fucking Australia. There
This is
was no Australia
Yeah,
without
exactly.
Crikey.
Fuck.
Fucking crikey.
Put another shrimp on the bob,
That
eh?
is disrespectful as fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
That
That's
is-
what I.
That is disrespectful.
What would I say?
Why did I butt in? I have no. I can't even remember why I
Wait,
butted
something
in.
about what was that guy?
Butted in.
Wait, what? You were talking about meeting someone. Who the fuck did you meet?
Oh, Ron Jeremy.
Nah,
Ron
it's before.
Jeremy.
Oh,
hey, Danny's
no,
back.
it was a legality. It was a legality of fucking pot. So
Of
you've
Paul?
got two governments,
Yeah.
right?
What?
You got fucking the California government, and you got
Oh, Paul.
the federal government. And, you know, no one's taken any fucking notice since America began. You've been smoking your asses off anyway. What does it matter?
It's true. It's true.
Who smokes?
Every single fucking one of you.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were
not me.
raising
No,
hands.
I do.
actually, I don't smoke.
I don't.
Jesus.
Actually, yeah, I smoke.
Danny's full
I don't know
of
why I said
shit.
shit. I smoke.
So what other drugs do you take?
Cocaine, crack, marijuana, heroin,
Ether.
ecstasy, Molly, MDMA,
Well,
Special K.
Actually, pot,
Why don't we list off the drugs that we
pot is
don't
not a
take?
drug.
It's really hard.
Hormones from
Acid.
transitioning to a woman.
I'll say, why don't we list off
Just
the drugs
acid.
we don't take, and then maybe the list will be smaller.
Just acid. I don't like acid. I like shrooms better.
I'm
And
transitioning
DMT.
into a woman.
DMT is the shit.
Marijuana's not a drug.
Let's
I'm
cruise
just
with
gonna
the
put it out there
Pleiadian.
right now.
Marijuana
Yes, it
is
is.
healing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
Fuck,
is.
it's not.
It is not. It's a fucking weed. Dude.
It's a legal drug,
It is a-
asshole.
it is a
Hey, I
fucking
will
weed.
say-
Actually, marijuana actually like
If you can grow it
infuse
and
natural
smoke
DMT
it, it's
in the
not a
brain.
fucking
The
drug.
Bible says the leaves are for healing.
All right, the Bible
Does
says
it?
now.
It says
I
the
used to
leaves-
like you a little bit
Bible
more.
says get
What's a
stoned.
Bible? What's
The
a Bible though?
It says the leaves are for healing.
Hey,
I
this
just-
is
Are
a chaotic
they?
radio.
Woo!
Fuck off. If weed is a drug, fuck off. I don't care. I like
Chaotic radio. Because the
Oh, you're
rest is
done.
just a waste of time.
this fucking
fuck was
guy.
that? Hey, that was rude as fuck.
Dutchie.
Good.
That was rude- that was rude as fuck.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go a couple
What
minutes.
the
we're,
shit?
We're going a couple minutes longer because the Ron Jimmy thing don't fade out anywhere because if you're sitting here waiting for the Roy and Jimmy thing to come on, they will be coming on. But we got approval to go a couple minutes longer.
Yeah.
What's How a much couple longer? Minutes,
did I get approval,
blimey.
Dutchie? It's 8:55 right now.
Oh, I'm good. I'll look after you, fuckers.
So
I'll
how
look
much
after-
longer do we get to go? Actually?
Until Roy and Jimmy knock on your door and tell you to fuck off, I guess.
You know what?
It said to go ding dong, ding dong.
Because I did community
I'm
service.
taking a piss.
I will just say, I had a great day today because I did community labor, not service. I got a little in trouble.
What's the difference?
What is
you
it?
know what?
Yeah, I want to hear that.
One is service, apparently, like you choose to do it. And one is labor, when you go to court and you don't want
You
to pay
have to
big
do
ass
it.
So when you
fine.
choose
So,
to do
I mean,
service,
before
they
this,
assign that to you.
I got myself a little bait trouble.
It was a plea deal.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had a snowy night in midsummer last year.
Jack Frost came to play.
And unfortunately, you know,
We self-helped ourselves.
yeah, I spent most of my night unconscious, but you know, I had a couple of run-ins with the popo, if I may.
With brass
And
brass knuckles.
so I'm paying for it now, whatever. But it's been great, you know. But today was like a wonderful day. I'll just go into just very long story short. I spent an hour and 45 minutes probably pretending to hablo español. Very awkward. I swear to God.
Come on,
I swear to
stop.
God. They're like, oh, for your service, for your labor, excuse me, not service, because how dare I? For my labor, I had to
I
do
kept thinking you were pregnant when you were saying that.
you know what? Right? I was in labor
Community
all day.
labor. Yeah.
No, and
You
like
poor
they're
girl.
like, oh, we're gonna stick you with this Mexican lady. I'm like, do I seem like a hablo? And they're like, okay. And I was like, and I told her, I was like, I was like, un poquito. But you know, it is not my fault. I do not take responsibility for the fact. I told her un poquito, español, and she still talked to me. A literally 45-minute conversation about literally all I caught was red flowers
Azul?
somewhere in Mexico for a vacation.
Yeah.
And she said azul, which was blue of the ocean.
Yes.
So I was like, there's a blue ocean somewhere. I need to take a Mexican vacation.
Red flowers is
Yes,
poppies.
and red
That's
flowers.
poppies.
Yeah, it was literally.
Pops. It's pops.
And everyone's like,
Nice. She was talking about Zona
no, it
Roja.
was bad.
Nice
Everyone-
pops.
Nice pops. There we go. There we go. That was appropriate. And I'm just like, okay.
Bien perros.
Literally the whole time I'm like, oh, see, because like is like the literally like the universal answer to everything. You know, like, oh, your sister's pregnant. Or like, oh, we're going to Vegas.
When I
You know?
listen to the replay, I want to know how many times you said that
It's just
tonight.
bad. It's bad. Literally.
Three.
Like so after that, I was like, okay, I didn't have to do much work. But then my highlight of the day, I will say, was after we busted them out. I just cleaned some leaves because I'm a girl. I'm like, I'm so weak. I was born in such an inferior, you know, person. I'm a girl, so I just raked some leaves. Yeah, it was me and some other girl. And then after this community labor, they're like, okay, put everything away, hop in the van. So we get in the van. Everyone's so stoked. We're like, oh shit, we finished everything early today. We drive around for like 25 minutes, and it was great because we're like, oh, this is cool, you know. Then we finally get, and I'm like, everything looks familiar. This is weird. And I'm like, oh, this looks a lot like the place that we. And then we pull up. It's the same place. And he's like, okay, unlock the gate and go back in.
Holy shit,
I
we
was
got-
like, son of a
I
bitch.
We got a fucking
telling you-
convict
no,
in the
he-
fucking studio.
To be honest, I completely lost where this conversation
No,
went.
but anyways, the moral of the story was he did it as a goddamn goof.
He took you back
He
to
did
work.
it as a
I
goddamn
have no
goof.
clue what the fuck we're
He
talking
literally
about
made us
anymore.
seem like we were done with our community labor, quote unquote.
Labor.
Drove us back in a circle, and we were there again. He's like, "Okay, sit down over there till I give you new."
See, that's another song. That's just the next song.
Yeah, there you go.
But you know what I learned from this?
Mel the fucking convict cleaning
Yes.
up fucking shit on the side of the fucking freeway.
I did. You know what?
There
I pulled
you
out my
go.
brass
Yeah.
knuckles.
Okay.
Our next
See-
song is going to be called "It's Cold." It's cold in the crypts, so bring a sweater.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
By
Or
Mel
bring
C.
a sweater. It's cold in the crypts.
See, there you go, Dan. Now,
There we
now you
go.
got the next song.
Yeah,
man,
nothing
is,
to work
is your
on.
fucking
That's the next
convict.
song.
Your road cleaning convict, dude.
Hey, I got some
what,
street
what
cred.
what she's not telling you is that we talked about this earlier last week, and what it is, it's a line out of one of her fucking things that she has to do for her. This
Yeah, it really is.
illegal shit that she has
It
to do.
literally
It's like
is.
a booklet.
There's a
Like
line.
a warning. It's like a warning label, like in what she has to do for this, like illegal
It
shit she
says
did.
it's
And
cold
so
in
she
the crypts,
circled it,
so
and
bring
it's-
bring a sweater. It's cold in the crypts.
Yeah,
I
she
was
has
like,
to go,
fuck
like,
yeah, that's
hang
a
out with
sick
dead
ass
bodies
band
for 6
name.
hours.
I gotta go to a morgue for like 8 hours. Volunteer at a hospital for
Yeah,
like
and that's one of the
trauma
warnings
victims.
like, that they give you.
Don't touch the product.
Yeah, so I'll be in the crypts.
Oh shit. You
I
guys
was
in
like-
your lines.
I didn't know if it was blood or Crips, but now I'm Crips for sure.
Oh, so now you're
Only
in
on the left side. Yeah, that's the
So
Crips
you're
side.
you're in a morgue, right?
Yeah, that's my thing
Okay,
right
there you
now.
go. I could see
Not yet,
Mel.
though.
I could see Mel fucking like
Picking the nose.
There's got to be something stuffed up his ass.
Yeah.
That can be
let me
disrespectful.
probe his ass. There's got to be something stuffed up in there, anyways. All right.
You know, as a dominatrix, nothing turns me on more than a still dead body.
Damn.
Oh shit!
Don't touch the product.
All of a sudden, look at all the guys. Look at all the guys'
That
face.
rigor mortis.
All the guys' face.
They went,
Oh.
Rigor mortis, baby.
Holy shit!
It just sucked back in.
He made a fucking right ass
Like,
fucking
no.
sharp turn, dude. What the
No.
fuck happened with that?
Dead end. U-turn. You know?
I just lost track of everything that happened when she
I was
said dead
texting
body.
your
Dude, what the
wife,
fuck
so-
happened to your
Yes,
head?
that was
dude?
the last
Texting
question.
my
That's
head
why.
off.
They didn't send her that picture. I
See?
took a
Leave his
picture.
hat
It's
on.
all messed up.
Holy shit! Steve just fucking took his head off, dude. Now he's got this fucking ocean tube, fucking Hawaiian, fucking wave going across his
Like an
fucking
Ocean's
head.
11.
dude.
Does.
Chill,
You know
man.
what? I thought he was homeless when we met him, but I was like, okay, it's the passion that counts. It's the passion. I was like, he hasn't bleached his hair in like 6 good months.
I haven't bleached my hair in a year.
See, but his hair grows really slow, which means he's malnourished. He doesn't take his vitamins.
That would be the.
He doesn't take his omega.
That would be the dirty part.
Hey, Zig.
It costs less
Hey, Ryan,
than 33 cents a day to keep Steve's hair from being malnourished.
Hey, Rob, we got Ryan in the house yet?
Hey, yeah, the other guys are here now. It's your show, brother. But I'm just saying, you know,
Nope.
you've got a couple minutes left.
No, we got to call it.
So, why don't you have the band plug where they're playing next, so everyone can.
Or
can
one
go
more
check
song
it
on
out.
Call It a Night.
All right, so guys,
We'll
so
kill it with the song in the night.
Yeah, can we just kill it with the song?
But
on
I
the
just
night?
want to
Well,
say,
actually, where are you guys playing next?
Well, actually, during this whole conversation, I've been talking to promoters, and me and another promoter that we usually use most of the time are trying to set up a show now for the second weekend of October. I'll be flying back into LA, and I'll be there from the 10th to 17th. And so that weekend, we're trying to set up a show based around us to play some big. So it'll be that weekend. Just don't know the lineup yet.
So let's contact.
Why don't you come around Halloween so you can be here for our Halloween party?
yeah, we want to do like a sexy, like
maybe have a
nipple
house on the-
tassel
I'd rather
type
not.
of show type of thing.
We have a big quarters now.
It's fine.
Hey, can I ask you guys a question? You guys aren't one of these bands that sell tickets to play, right?
Why?
If we have to,
Hey,
we will.
we'll say why is our ticket sales. Sometimes why, like the vowel. Sometimes why.
What?
Like why? Literally, sometimes.
Hey, Danny,
I have-
don't give Mel shit. She's had some shots of tequila.
No,
She
I
doesn't know
said
what the fuck's
there's
going
A
on.
E I O U and sometimes Y. So for shows,
Mel,
it's sometimes
Mel,
Y.
just stop talking now.
Anyways, but hey, I just want to say from Bay, special shout out to Chaotic Radio for having us tonight.
Yeah,
Everyone,
buddy.
put your fucking hands up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
so
yeah.
stoked. I did
No,
not
we-
expect this on a Monday.
We
We
do
turned apart.
pre-sale shows, but we don't pay to play. So there's
Yeah,
that.
basically.
No.
Can I give a shout out to Drink a Brew?
Get paid or play
I
for
know he's
free.
watching. Drink
We
a
have
Brew
enough.
for the cameras.
Actually, shout out to our sponsors, Degenerate Clothing.
Degenerate Clothing.
Degenerate.
Yeah,
Repping
we
the
got
shirt.
Degenerate Clothing
Yeah.
here.
All right, very good. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. And Black Attire Eulogy, we are gonna be fucking.
Black Attire
Eulogy.
Hey, you come to our show, you have a freeway all the time.
Black
I sure hope so.
Yeah, you're VIP now.
Yep.
So
We got shots. We got tequila shots.
All right, guys. Hey, Danny, thanks for chiming in tonight, dude.
yeah, we love
Danny,
you.
we miss you, Danny.
We miss you. It's
So-
fine.
See you guys in a few weeks.
It's fine.
All right, see you in a
Get
few
some
weeks.
rest, bro. I know you're 3 hours ahead of us right now, dude. So, get some rest.
It's
I don't
12
sleep.
over there.
It's not. The guy's gonna wake up tomorrow morning, take
Swerve
a
those
bong hit,
hurricanes.
and just like play his guitar or his bass.
He's
and,
like,
you
it's
know.
fine. It's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
good.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
I'll go straight to my pool.
That's okay. There's another hurricane coming at you, dude.
I didn't
Hurricane.
catch the last one.
Vagina
And
de la
it-
Hurricane.
it's a funny fucking thing because now
Vagina.
the next one is a Mexican male. So
Jose's coming through. Watch out.
Oh, watch out.
Hey, ask him for his passport.
Get you out.
You talking about the Maria one?
No, Jose.
Yeah.
Jose.
Ask him for his passport. Tell him he can't come
That's
through
just
if you don't
fucking
have a
going
passport.
straight up. That's
That's a
going
fuerte.
straight up to nothing.
Virgin
so,
Consuela.
so anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight.
Before you go, fuckers, before you go.
Fuckers?
Yes.
Yeah, you fuckers.
You fucking
you
wanker.
fucking wanker.
Goddamn
Challenge me.
wanker.
I'll be back. I'll be out from the glass. Don't be scared. I'm not fucking wanker.
You wankers.
Well, I got a show on Sunday. We're doing a special show on Sunday. Beautiful Disasters normally on a Tuesday. We're doing a special show. Fuck off. Right?
Fuck off. Fuck off.
This is our guest coming into the studio on Sunday.
Nice.
And they're doing a special acoustic fucking set in the studio. Yeah. So, just giving a shout out. Listen in, noon on Sunday. Catman Ra and myself are doing a Chaotic Radio special. Drama Rama in the studio.
Nice.
Don't turn up or we'll tell you to fuck off.
Fuck off.
No, not fuck off. That's Boston. So just saying. Just wanted to give that a quick fucking plug. And
Nice.
now it's back to you fuckers.
Fucking A, man. We got heavy
Nice,
hitters at
Dutchie.
chaoticradio.com, dude. I'm telling you. This is the shit. We got Ryan Pena in the house. We got the Dutchie, the punk DJ, and of course the Zig Zone. We are out there looking for the fucking best of the best, and then we also have in the best of the best, and that's how it works here at chaoticfuckingradio.com.
And then there's us.
Thanks for fucking Black Attire Eulogy. Oh!
Yep.
Come on, Steve, give it to
This-
me.
this
Dice now?
This,
Fucking guy.
this last song is
Are you Dice?
this last song is called Velvet Smile. So I hope you all enjoy the song.
We're closing out with Black Attire Eulogy!
Yeah.